certain subtle breathing flow. Next up is the visualization. Text for any manifestation is very important. For yoga, especially, it is important to have the right context for performing each of the asanas. That is why we are projecting an image of the visualization you are supposed to hold intensely throughout all the asanas in the top right corner of your screen. Those visualizations can be deities, animals, and other living beings representing the essence of the asana. So to perform the asana completely, the visualization has to be complete. Next up is the japa, the internal repetition of a mantra. While visualizing the mantra wrote activates your Vishuddhi chakra and cleans it to strengthen your Vak Shakti, the power of speech to Paramashiva, intensely excreting the nectar from your throat, rejuvenating your system. Next up is the external chanting of mantras, as done by our acharyas. Throughout the yoga practice, your aura opens up and you're receptive to the external energies. So in what kind of this yoga is immensely important. During Nithyananda Yoga, we are chanting the words of Mahadeva himself and chanting the scriptural references of the asanas that are being performed. Again, providing the correct context and providing you with the ambience, the vatavarana, for the highest energy possible. Next up is weightlifting. The weights included in the asana practice intensely awaken the Kundalini Shakti, and as per the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, bodybuilding is a spiritual practice. That is why in Nithyananda Yoga we are including weights to intensify certain asanas where the weights can provide additional benefits. The next component is mandala. We are projecting the Shri Yantra in the background, which is a representation of all the divine energies and representing all the devatas. As you gaze at this mandala, it is being reflected into your brain, and the subtle brain grooves are being formed, enabling you to grasp and hold the divine energy of Paramashiva for a longer period of time. Next up we have the Abharana, the traditional Rudraksha jewelry. The Rudraksha bead is capable of holding more spiritual energy than any other stone. So keeping close contact with your skin to Rudraksha is holding you in the highest state of energy at all times. The final component is Aushadha, the sacred alchemy science. Aushadha, the plant medicines which can be ingested or applied on the skin, infuse prana into your system and heal even the most complex of ailments. We suggest you apply the vibhuti and the kumkum, and if you have it available, you can also mix sandalwood powder with some water and apply it on your temples. With this, we conclude the introduction and move on to the asana practice. Now sit in a comfortable cross-legged position with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Engage all three bandhas, the Mula Bandha, the root lock, contracting the perineal region and pulling it up. The Uddiyana Bandha, the stomach lock, contracting your stomach above and below the navel and pulling it in and up towards your spine. And the Jalandhara Bandha, the throat lock, tucking your chin to the chest and internally contracting your throat muscles, thus locking the throat. Together, if you perform all the bandhas together, they form Mahamudra Bandha, which is a well-kept secret of the yogic science. Now, place your hands on top of the knees in Bindu Mudra with index and thumbs together. Visualize Lord Shiva in your inner space as you breathe in Samana Kumbhaka, inhaling the air into your stomach, filling your stomach with prana, and visualizing a flame rising up your spine. Internally chant the japa and visualize it rotating around your throat. The japa for the first few asanas is Soham. With this, we covered all the components for the first asana, Sukhasana.
तत्सुखासनमित्युक्तमशक्तस्तत्समाचरेत् आसनं विजितं येन जितं तेन जगत्त्रयम्.
Next asana is Parvatasana. Now bring your legs into Padmasana by placing the feet on top of the opposite thighs. Bring your palms together in Anjali Mudra and raise them up above your head. As you keep your elbows straight, visualize yourself as Mount Kailash and engage all three bandhas, Mahamudra Bandha.
Mahadeva Parvatasana Mangalam.
Next up is Halipavasana. Now bring the soles of the feet together in front of your body. Hold the left hand by the right behind your back and place your forehead on the ground behind the heels. Engage all three bandhas as you gaze to the tip of your nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Next up is Nagipavasana. Now keep the soles of the feet together and hands out in front of the feet, cupping the palms as you place them down and place your feet in the heels. Engage all three bandhas, gaze to the nose and visualize yourself as a snake. We request all the participants to please have your cameras switched on and make sure your lights are properly lit. Many of the participants do not have their lights, their cameras switched on. This is a security measure, so please follow along with the guidelines. Next up is Kokilasana. Now hold the big toes in Prana Mudra with index and middle fingers. Extend the legs upwards and straight as you then join them and place the feet on top of the opposite thighs in Padmasana. Lean forward and down onto the elbows as you keep holding onto the big toes. Engage all three bandhas and visualize yourself as a bird. Next up is Neti Asana. Now place one ankle on top of the opposite knee and hold on to the opposite elbows. Engage all three bandhas. Rotate your arms in a circle. Gaze to your nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space, and after some time change the direction of the movement. As you visualize yourself as an elephant, perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha, stomach lock and root lock. The next asana is Rikshasana. From the same position, alternate pressing the heel of one foot into the ground while lifting the other heel up. Repeat this again and again. Yourself as a bear. Perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha. Next up is Vaishyasana. Now stand tall on the tips of the big toes with all other toes raised off the ground if you can. Keep your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Place your hands onto your chest in Hridaya. Index, middle and ring fingers joined together. As you visualize Swamiji in your inner space, keep performing Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha. Next up is Urdhva Dhanukarana. Now stand with your heels touching, toes facing outwards and the knees bent in Arimandi posture. Now keep both hands at the chest, elbows parallel to the ground, and then raise one knee up towards the center of your body. Follow along with the respective hand in a circular motion, again and again on both sides. The next asana is Balalingasana. Now interlace your fingers from the outside in Sarva Shankari Mudra. Hold onto one knee and pull it up towards your chest. Keep your spine straight. As you visualize yourself caressing a baby, engage all three bandhas.
एकं जानोरथियालिङ्ग्य स्थातव्यं बाललिङ्गनं भवति.
Next up is Parapidanasana. Take one foot and pull it behind towards your buttocks, holding it with both hands. Keep your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Engage all three bandhas as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
स्थित्वा कराभ्यां वेष्टयेत्तनुम्.
Next up is Natarajasana. Now hold one foot with the respective hand. Hold onto the sole of the foot from the inside. As you extend the opposite hand forward in Bindu Mudra with index and thumb touching. Simultaneously kick and pull the foot back and up while leaning forward as you visualize yourself as Lord Nataraja.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकम्.
The next asana is Balalingasana on the other side. Now up the chest as you visualize yourself holding a baby.
एकं जानोरथियालिङ्ग्य स्थातव्यं बाललिङ्गनं भवति.
Now repeat Parapidanasana on the other side. Pull the other foot towards your buttocks, stand straight. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
स्थित्वैकस्मिन् पादतले कराभ्यां वेष्टयेत्.
The next asana is Natarajasana on the other side. Lean forward as you hold to the opposite foot. Visualize yourself dancing as Lord Nataraja.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकम्.
Next up is Adhita. From Adimandi position, heels together, toes pointing outwards and the knees bent. Bring the right foot behind the other with the toes down and the heel up. Keep your left hand at the chest. Extend the opposite arm out. Swing it back and forth like a pendulum, gracefully moving the fingers one by one. As you place the hand over top of the nose, uncross your ankles and repeat the movement on the other side. Let us now move on to the skeleton dance. Now visualize yourself as a skeleton as you start shaking your body intensely. Hold the visualization of your bone structure as you dance wildly. Next Karana. From Adimandi. Bring your hands above your head and cross your arms with the palms facing backwards. Move your hips to one side and open up your palms above your head. Now come back to the center and repeat the movement again and again on both sides. The next asana is Tadasana. Now stand tall on the tips of the toes as you raise your hands up above your head. Engage. Visualize yourself as a palm tree as you perform Mahamudra Bandha and internally chant the new japa Shivoham.
महामुद्राबद्ध कोनो ताड़ासन विभेदकान्.
The next asana is Uttana. From a standing position, lean forward and down. Bring your hands flat to the ground as you engage all three bandhas and bring your forehead towards the knees, visualizing Swamiji in your inner space.
महामुद्राबद्ध कोनो ताड़ासन विभेदकान्.
The next asana is Tarakshvasana. As you keep your hands flat on the ground, shoulder width apart, step your feet back, keeping the toes on the ground in a tall plank position. Tuck the chin to the chest as in Jalandhara Bandha and rotate your head from side to side. As you keep the perineal region engaged, visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
गजासनवस्थित्वा मस्तकं वारं वारं दक्षिणकुक्षिं सव्यकुक्षिं नजेत्.
Next up is Bhujangasana. Now lower your body down onto the mat as you keep the hands by the shoulders and then raise your head up using the strength of your lower back. Open your mouth widely and inhale through the hollow of your throat in Bhujangani Mudra. As you visualize yourself as a cobra, perform the Mula Bandha.
अंगुष्ठनाभिपर्यन्तम् अधोभूमौ विनिन्यसेत्.
The next asana is Shashasana. Push your body back up into the plank position and alternate bringing one knee in towards the chest, back and forth. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Breathe calmly through your nose in Sahadra Kumbhaka, leading the prana along the spine as you perform the Mula Bandha.
गजासन संस्थितौ जानुद्वयमागुञ्च्य वारं वारं कर्तव्यं शशासनं भवति.
Next up is Rathasana. From the same position, step one foot in between the two hands, then jump the foot back and step the other one in between the hands again and again, while visualizing yourself as a chariot.
गजासन संस्थितौ एकैकं पादं पुरोमार्गेण भ्रामयित्वा कर्तव्यं रथासनं भवति.
Next up is Virabhadrasana. Now keep one foot flat on the ground, toes knee bend. Extend the other leg back, knees straight, toes pointing outwards. Raise your arms up parallel. Perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha. Gaze to your third eye and visualize yourself as Lord Virabhadra.
वासिष्ठमथ कौण्डिन्यम् ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटमेव च.
Now exchange the position of your feet and repeat Virabhadrasana on the other side.
वासिष्ठमथ कौण्डिन्यम् ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटमेव च.
The next asana is Vrikshasana. Now stand tall and bring one foot to the inner thigh. Bring your palms together in Anjali Mudra and raise them up above your head, keeping the elbows straight. As you pull your stomach in and up, contract the perineal region and visualize yourself as a tree.
वामोरुमूलदेशे च जाम्यं पादं निधायतु.
The next asana is Garudasana. As you bring the raised leg to the opposite hip, join your hands together in Namaskara Mudra in front of your heart center. Visualize yourself as Lord Garuda with heavy wings on your back in Garudasana.
गरुडासनमावक्ष्ये येन ध्यानं स्थिरं भवेत्.
Now stand on the other leg as you repeat Vrikshasana, the tree posture, on the other side.
वामोरुमूलदेशे च जाम्यं पादं निधायतु.
Now bring the raised leg to the opposite hip and repeat Garudasana on the other side.
गरुडासनमावक्ष्ये येन ध्यानं स्थिरं भवेत्.
The next asana is Trikonasana. Now stand and step one leg forward and the other one far back. Front toes pointing forwards, back toes facing sideways. As you bring your arms parallel to the ground, lean forward and down, gaze up and visualize yourself as a triangle.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकम्.
Now repeat Trikonasana on the other side.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकम्.
Next up is Nikuttaka Karana. From Arimandi position, heels together, toes pointing outwards and the knees bent. Raise one heel off the ground and place your hands in front of the heart center with the palms facing each other. Now stomp the raised heel to the ground, raise the other heel up and exchange the position of your palms again and again. The next asana is Ankushtasana. Now lower your body down onto the tips of the toes, placing the perineum onto the back of the hands, on the back of the heels. Keep your knees together and join your palms in front of your heart center in Namaskara Mudra. As you visualize Swamiji in your inner space, start making the sound of a bee on the inhalation and exhalation Perform the Mula Bandha and internally chant the new japa Sadashivoham.
Kabandhasanamityāhuः गोरक्षासनमेव च.
The next asana is Saurasana. From Angushtasana, extend one leg forward, heel down, toes pointing up. Keep the hands at the side of your body with the palms facing forward in Vara Mudra, with the fingertips just touching the ground. As you visualize Swamiji in your inner space, perform the Mula Bandha.
प्रसार्य एकं पादतलं संस्थाप्य त्वेकपादकम्.
Next up is Vidhunanasana. From Saurasana, lean forward and hold on to the big toe of the front foot in Prana Mudra with index and middle finger. Now visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you perform the Mula Bandha.
गुल्फस्थितो पादमेकं प्रसार्य तत्पादाकरं संस्पृश्य तत्करेण.
Now extend the other leg forward as you repeat Saurasana on the other side.
प्रसार्य एकं पादतलं संस्थाप्य त्वेकपादकम्.
Now lean forward and down, hold on to the big toe of the front foot. Repeat Vidhunanasana on the other side.
गुल्फस्थितो पादमेकं प्रसार्य तत्पादाकरं संस्पृश्य तत्करेण.
The next asana is Brahma Judankushasana. Now keep the toes on the ground and place your perineum on top of the heel as you keep a gap between the legs and place the backs of your hands on top of the knees, gazing in between the palms in Shambhavi Mudra with the eyes open wide, unblinking, actually gazing within as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
दो फणा पानी होए वैसे, एड़ी दो गुदानी वैसे.
Keep buzzing like a bee as we enter Kapilasana. Place the knees on the ground with the toes tucked behind, sitting your perineum down onto the raised heels. Rest your hands on top of the thighs, pull your stomach in and up and gaze to your nose as you visualize yourself as Sage Kapila Muni.
उभय पगदली समठहरावे, तिनकी माहिली को और मिलावे.
Maintain the same gaze to the third eye, your vision energy, and the bandha.
दो पगदली संपुट करे, कोरवारली भूपरि धरे.
The next. Now sit with the toes tucked up of the raised heels, your knees off the ground. Bring your thumbs and little fingers together in Padma Mudra as you open up your palms, resembling a lotus flower. Raise up your hands above your head, elbows straight, as you gaze in between the gap of the palms, as you visualize Lord Surya in your inner space and perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
एने फना पानी बैठक.
The next asana is Mandukasana. Now sit with the toes flat, perineum on the heels. Keep your hands on top of the knees and press your tongue up against the palate of your mouth in Manduki Mudra. Visualizing yourself as a frog, catching the nectar of immortality, dripping from the Sahasrara chakra with your frog tongue. Gaze to your third eye, breathe calmly through your nose in Sahadra Kumbhaka, and perform the Mula Bandha.
पादतलौ पृष्ठदेशे अंगुष्टे द्वे च संस्पृशेत्.
Next up is Uttana Mandukasana. Maintain the same sitting posture, but bring your hands behind your back, holding onto the opposite shoulders. Bring your elbows close to your head. As you gaze to your third eye, keep performing Manduki Mudra, visualizing yourself as a frog, and performing Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
मंडूकासन मध्यस्थं गूर्पराभ्यां धृतं शिरः.
The next asana is Simhasana. Now cross your ankles and sit on top of your feet. Then place your hands on top of the knees and exhale through your mouth as you open your mouth wide and stick out your tongue. Visualize yourself as a lion as you gaze to the nose and perform the Mula Bandha.
दक्षिणं सव्यगुल्फेन दक्षिणेन ततेतरम्.
The next asana is Bhadrasana. Now sit with the heels under the perineum, keep your knees open wide, cross your hands behind your back and hold onto the big toes in Prana Mudra. As you gaze to the nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha, returning to buzzing like a bee in Brahmari Kumbhaka.
गुल्भौ च वृषणस्याधो व्युत्क्रमेण समाहितः.
Next up is Kakabhushandi Asana. As you squat and keep the feet flat on the ground, your knees open wide, bring your arms in and around the raised knees and interlace your fingers behind your back. Gaze to the tip of your nose, visualize yourself as a crow as you perform the Mula Bandha.
प्रथमे वैसक उघड ठाणे, दोवो हाथ पगम नीच आने.
The next asana is Kani Pavasana. Now place your palms on the floor, shoulder width apart. Bring your knees on top, onto the back of your arms. As you lean forward, raise your feet off the ground and balance on your arms, visualizing Swamiji in your inner space.
सन को गुण आशी दुष्टा होई तो आछी होई.
The next asana is Kapali Asana. We're going to enter the first inverted posture. So you can take the support of a wall if needed. And if you have any neck or upper back injuries or high blood pressure, please take it slow with any of the inverted postures. Now place your hands on the ground, shoulder width apart. Bring the crown of your head onto the ground, forming a triangle between your hands and your head. Bring your knees onto the elbows, hips over the shoulders, and then straighten your legs up. Gaze to your nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space, and perform the Mula Bandha.
शीशा धरती टेकी पगदो वो मिलिवा ऊंचा कुकरे.
Gently lower your legs down. We enter the next asana, which is Parshvamayurasana. Now squat on the toes with the legs together and twist your body. Place both hands to one side. Align your elbows with the knee and hip. Lean onto the arms and balance as you extend your legs to the side. Gaze to your third eye. Visualize yourself as a peacock. Exhale all the air from your lungs and hold your breath as you perform the Mula Bandha.
मयूरम दंडवत कुर्यान मायूरम दंड नामकम.
Now twist your body to the other side. Extend your legs out as you balance on your arms. Visualize yourself as a peacock as you exhale again deeply in Rechaka Kumbhaka.
मयूरम दंडवत कुर्यान मायूरम दंड नामकम.
Now keep your hands flat on the ground and step your legs back as we enter Tadakshvasana, the plank position. Step one foot outside of the respective shoulder in between the two hands. Gaze to your third eye. Visualize yourself as Lord Kala Bhairava as you keep breathing in Rechaka Kumbhaka in Bhairaganathasana.
आसन को गुण बीती जाई.
Now exchange the position of your legs. Step one leg back and the other one forward, outside the shoulder, in between the hands. Gaze up, visualize yourself as Lord Kala Bhairava as you repeat Bhairaganathasana on the other side.
आसन को गुण बीती जाई.
The next asana is Unmukha Pitasana. From Tadakshvasana, place your forearms on the ground and walk your feet forward, raising your hips even higher. As you lift your chest and head up, gaze to your third eye, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha.
भूंजे स्तौजारुणी हस्तौ चतुष्पदम वाङ्मुखम.
The next asana is Vashishthasana. From Tadakshvasana, rotate your body onto one hand and raise the opposite hand up. Keep the balancing hand directly beneath your shoulder. As you raise your hips, gaze up towards the sky and visualize yourself as Sage Vashishta.
ऊर्ध्व कुक्कुट वासिष्ठ मरीचि हल मत्स्यकम.
Now twist your body in the other direction. Raise the opposite arm to the sky. Gaze up, repeating Vashishthasana on the other side.
ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटवासिष्ठमरीचिहलमत्स्यकम्.
Now come to a seated posture with your legs extended forward, heels down, toes pointing up. As we enter Anjani Asana, place your hands below the buttocks with the palms facing up. As you gaze to the nose, visualize yourself as Lord Hanuman. Exhale deeply and internally chant the new japa Mahasada-shivoham.
दो कर की उभय हथेली कोरवारली मैले भेली.
The next asana is Paschimottanasana. With the legs extended, lean forward and down and hold on to the big toes of the feet in Prana Mudra with index and middle fingers. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Perform Mahamudra Bandha, engaging all three bandhas as you exhale and hold your breath in Rijaka Kumbhaka.
जानो परिललाटन्तो पश्चिमं ताडमुच्यते.
The next asana is Ugrasana. With your legs extended, clasp your hands behind your head and lean your chest forward and down. Bring the elbows outside the knees and come as low as you can as you engage all three bandhas and visualize Kali in your inner space.
स्वपाणिभ्यां दृढं धृत्वा जानो परिशिरोऽन्यसेत्.
The next asana is Marichi Asana. As you sit with your legs extended, bring one heel to the groin with the knee raised. Reach your arm in and around the raised knee as you clasp your hands behind your back. Bring your chest to the thigh, head to the knee and visualize yourself as Sage Marichi.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकम्.
The next asana is Mahamudrasana. Now drop the knee to the ground. As you keep the heel pressed against the perineum, lean forward and down, holding on to the front foot. As you exhale, gaze to the nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform Mahamudra Bandha.
महामुद्रां प्रवक्ष्यामि तन्त्रेऽस्मिन् मम वल्लभे.
Now extend both legs forward, bring the other heel to the groin. As you repeat Marichi Asana on the other side.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकम्.
Next up is Mahamudrasana. On the other side, drop the knee down, lean forward, hold onto the foot, exhale, engage all the bandhas.
महामुद्रां प्रवक्ष्यामि तन्त्रेऽस्मिन् मम वल्लभे.
The next are two. As you sit and bring the soles of the feet together with the heels close to your perineum, keep your knees open wide, hold onto the feet firmly with both hands as you maintain a straight spine. Gaze through your nose, gaze through your third eye, and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
गुल्फौ तु वृषणस्यादः सीवन्त्याः पार्श्वयोः क्षिपेत्.
The next asana is Gvali Pavasana. From Vajrasana, extend your feet away from the body. Keep the toes together and the heels apart. Place your hands on the respective knees as you tuck your chin into the chest, gaze to the nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
पूर्वचर्बिट चौक कख्यो जी वाही विधि जो कीजे सोई.
The next asana. Now sit and keep the soles of the feet together. Keep your hands and lean forward and down while visualizing the Yoni Mandala, the visual representation of Devi Paramashiva Shakti herself. Engage the Mula Bandha and gaze to the nose.
दो बगदली संबट करे एडी मेड के ढिंग करे.
Next up is Midaki Pavasana. As you sit and keep the heels together, toes apart, knees open wide, lean forward and down as you extend your hands out to the side, placing the palms flat on the ground. And bring your forehead to the ground behind your heels. Gaze to the nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha.
पूरब विधि परिवकथली संपूर्ण शोल एडी मिली राशे.
Next up is Siddha Samadhi Asana. Now sit and keep the toes together, heels apart. Bring your arms below the shins, extend them out and keep the palms facing up. Bring your forehead to the ground above your feet as you bring your toes to the throat if you can. Gaze at the nose. Visualize Lord Surya in your inner space as you perform the Mula Bandha.
दो पगदली संपुट करे सोले मेढ आगा में धरे.
Next up is Chinakipavasana. Open them up like a book as you press your elbows onto your thighs, bringing the knees down closer to the ground. As you gaze at the nose, engage the Mula Bandha and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
दो पगागी एडी धरती मगिवा मेढ लगावे.
Next up is Charapata Trukasana. Now, bring your feet together, heels at the perineum, and place your hands on top of the knees, pressing them down to the ground gently. As you engage Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha, gaze to your third eye and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
दो पगदली संपुट धारे आगा ने कर जा रे पसारे.
Next up is Bhairavasana. In the same position, bring the soles of the feet together and raise your heels up while placing the toes down. Bring your knees to the ground, place your hands on top in Bindu Mudra. As you gaze to your third eye, visualize yourself as Lord Kala Bhairava and perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
गुल्फौ संपीड्य जान्योन्यं व्युत्क्रमेणोत्थितं शनैः.
The next asana is Samanasana. Now sit with one heel at the perineum, lift and hold the other foot, pulling the sole of the foot to your chest. Gaze to your third eye as you perform the Mula Bandha and exhale in a Ritrika Kumbhaka. Gaze to your third eye and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
समानासनमावक्षे सिद्धमन्त्रादि साधनात्.
The next asana is Apanasana. As you sit and place one leg on top of the respective shoulder, raise the other foot upwards and straight. Keep your hands on the ground to the sides and gaze to your third eye as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
केवलं पादमेकं च स्कन्धे चारोपि यत्ततः.
Next up is Samanasana. As you sit with one heel at the perineum, lift the other foot to your chest. Gaze to your third eye. Repeat Samanasana on the other side.
समानासनमावक्षे सिद्धमन्त्रादि साधनात्.
Now repeat Apanasana on the other side. Bring the other leg over top of the shoulder while extending the opposite leg straight and up.
केवलं पादमेकं च स्कन्धे चारोपि यत्नतः.
The next asana is Gomukhasana. Now sit and cross one leg over the other, aligning the knees at the center of your body. With the feet by the opposite hips, keep both hands on top of the knees. As you gaze to the nose, visualize the face of a cow in your inner space. As you perform the Mula Bandha and start breathing in Sitkari Kumbhaka, the tongue pressed against the palate of your mouth, hissing through your teeth, as you avoid touching the teeth with your tongue, and internally chant the new japa Om Nithyanandoham.
सव्ये दक्षिणगुल्फं तु पृष्ठपार्श्वे नियोजयेत्.
From Gomukhasana, we move on to Anasuyasana, where you hold the big toes in Prana Mudra, contract the Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha, as you gaze to the nose and visualize yourself as Rishika Anasuya.
दक्षिण कोड़ो नीचो ठाने वावों ताके ऊपर आने.
From Anasuyasana, interlace your fingers behind your back in Parusha Mudra. As you lean forward and down, bring the chin over the knee, the nose down to the ground if you can, and gaze to the tip of the nose while visualizing yourself as Rishika Anasuya in Anasuyasana too.
जीवना गोदा की संधि उपरिड़ा वागोड़ा की संधि.
The next asana is Garudasana too. As you sit on the ground with one heel pressed against the perineum, keep the opposite foot flat on the ground in front with the knee to the chest, hands on the knees, gaze to the nose and visualize yourself as Lord Garuda.
डावो बगमोडी एडी माहिलो गुल्फ मूलद्वारनी चैदे.
The next asana is Naradasana. From Garudasana 2, raise your perineum on top of the heel of the foot which is on the ground as you interlace your fingers behind your back, behind your neck in Padusha Mudra, and twist your elbows outside of the raised knee. Gaze to your third eye, visualize yourself as Sechinarada as you perform the Mula Bandha.
इष्टिजवाम पगदली केरी भूपरिताहि लगावे फेरी.
Next up is Matsya Pitakasana. Now place one foot on top of the opposite thighs as you wrap the respective arm around the knee, holding onto the opposite shin. Extend the other arm forward, holding onto the big toe in Prana Mudra as you gaze to the nose and visualize Matsya, the fish avatar of Lord Vishnu.
नवामांगुष्टंतो गृहीतं मत्स्यपीठकम्.
Now slide your knees on top of each other with the other knee on top, repeating Gomukhasana on the other side.
सव्ये दक्षिणगुल्फं तु पृष्ठपार्श्वे नियोजयेत्.
Now hold onto the feet in Prana Mudra as you visualize yourself as Rishika Anasuya in Anasuyasana on the other side.
दक्षिण गोड़ नीचे उठाने, बाहों ताके ऊपर आने.
Now interlace your fingers behind your back, lean forward and down. Bring your nose to the ground if you can as you repeat Anasuyasana too.
जीमणा गोदा की संधि उपरिड़ा वागोड़ा की संधि.
Now repeat Garudasana 2 as you sit with the other heel pressed against the perineum, opposite foot flat, knee raised to the chest as you visualize yourself as Lord Garuda.
डावो बगमोडी एडी माहिलो गुल्फ मूलद्वारनी चैदे.
Now raise your perineum onto the heel, interlace your fingers behind your neck and twist your elbows outside of the raised knee as you repeat Naradasana on the other side.
इष्टिजवाम पगदली केरी भूपरिताहि लगावे फेरी.
Now repeat Matsya Pitakasana on the other side by placing the other foot on top of the opposite thigh and holding onto the shin and the big toe while visualizing Matsya, the fish avatar of Vishnu.
वामेन वामांगुष्टंतो गृहीतं मत्स्यपीठकम्.
The next asana is Matsyendrasana. Now place one foot on top of the opposite thigh, step the other foot flat on the ground or over top of the knee if you can. As you twist your body and bring one elbow outside of the raised knee, hand by the neck, place the other hand behind you, gaze back and up towards your third eye. Visualize Sage Matsyendranath, the master of Hatha Yoga, as you keep hissing through your teeth in Siddhkari Kumbhaka and engage the Mula Bandha.
उदरं पश्चिमाभासं कृत्वा तिष्ठति यत्ततः.
The next asana is Kubhasana. Now extend the front arm down to the foot and place the other hand on the ear. Twist your body back, gaze to the third eye and visualize yourself as a camel in Kubhasana.
आसन को गुण झोलो जाए.
From Kubhasana, drop the hand which was on your ear down to the ground behind you. Twist your body even further. Gaze to your third eye, visualize Matsyendranath in Matsyendrasana too.
मत्स्येन्द्रपीठं जठर प्रदीप्तिं प्रचण्ड रुक्मण्डल खण्डनास्त्रम्.
Now exchange the position of your feet. Repeat Matsyendrasana on the other side. Twist your body in the other direction with the hand by the neck.
उदरं पश्चिमाभासं कृत्वा तिष्ठति यत्नतः.
Now hold onto the front foot. Bring the other hand to the ear. Repeat Kubasana as you visualize yourself as a camel.
आसन को गुण झोल हो जाए.
Now place the hand down from the ear to the ground behind you. Keep holding onto the front foot, twisting your body further as you repeat Matsyendrasana 2 on the other side.
मत्स्येन्द्रपीडं जठर प्रदीप्तिं प्रचण्ड रुक्मण्डल खण्डनास्त्रम्.
The next asana is Padmasana. Now sit and place your feet on top of the opposite thighs. Place your palms on the respective knees. Engage all three bandhas Mahamudra Bandha as you gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as Lord Shiva. Breathe in Sitali Kumbhaka, pressing your tongue against the back of the teeth and hissing through the teeth while inhaling. As you perform Mahamudra Bandha, all three bandhas engaged, and internally chant the new japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
आसनं द्विविधं प्रोक्तं पद्मं वज्रासनं तथा.
Maintain Padmasana. Cross your arms in front of your body and hold onto the big toes in Prana Mudra. Gaze to the nose. Visualize yourself as Goddess Parvati, the consort of Shiva, as you perform the Mula Bandha in Padmasana 2.
उत्तानौ चरणौ कृत्वा ऊरू संस्थौ प्रयत्नतः.
Next up is Kukuta. Now sit and place the feet on top of the opposite thighs in Padmasana, and then place your palms on the ground in between the two thighs. Then raise your body off the mat and balance as you visualize yourself as a rooster. Breathe calmly in Sahadra Kumbhaka and perform the Mula Bandha.
पद्मासनं सुसंस्थाप्य नान्वोरोरन्तरे करौ.
Still in Padmasana, rise up onto the knees and place your hands flat on the mat with the fingers pointing towards your body. Now lean onto your elbows, find balance and lift the legs off the mat, balancing on your arms as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space in Bandha Kiki Asana.
रामोष्टभ्यकरद्वयेन तत्कूर्परि स्थापितानाभिपार्श्वः.
The next asana is Mayurasana. From a kneeling position, bring your elbows to the navel and lean forward, balancing on your arms as you extend your legs straight, lifting your entire body off the mat as you visualize yourself as a peacock.
अथ वक्षे महादेव मयूरासन उत्तमम्.
Now lower your entire body down to the mat as you keep the toes pointing outwards and interlace your fingers behind your neck in Parusha Mudra. Visualize yourself as a crocodile as you perform the Mula Bandha in Makarasana.
सशेते हृदयं निधाय भूमौ च पादौ च प्रसार्यमानो.
The next asana is Shalabhasana. Now lay down on your stomach, place your hands on the ground beside your chest and raise your legs up, bringing the thighs off the ground. Visualize yourself as a locust as you perform the Mula Bandha.
सशेते करयुग्म वक्षो भूमिमौष्टभ्यकरयोस्तलाभ्याम्.
The next asana is Ushtrasana. As you lay down on your stomach, hold the feet and pull them outside the hip towards the ground, as low to the ground as possible. Engage the Mula Bandha and visualize yourself as a camel in Ushtrasana.
सशेते पदयुग्म व्यस्तं पृष्ठे निधाय विधृतं कराभ्याम्.
Next up is Dhanurasana. Keep holding onto the feet as you kick your legs back and up and raise your chest up. Lift your head, gaze upwards to the third eye as you visualize yourself as Pinaka, Lord Shiva's bow.
Saryavado bhuidandaro karo cha prishte dhritabada yugmam.
The next asana is Bhagasana. Now sit in a kneeling position with your heels outside of the hip, the toes touching behind your body. Perineum sitting down on the ground. As you gaze to your third eye, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha, now internally chanting the new japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
उल्टा मोड़ी पाव दो वैसे बहुरो जुगति करे एक ऐसे.
Next up is Gohyasana. We are setting up for another inverted posture. So prepare yourself facing a wall or take any other measures. Get a partner to aid you. Now from your knees, place your forearms on the ground, fingers interlocked. Place your elbows on the mat, shoulder width apart. As you place the crown of your head onto the ground, holding the back of your head with your hands. As you walk your feet forward, raising the hips up, aligning the hips with the shoulders, and then raising your legs off the ground. Now pull your knees in towards your chest, as close to your chin as possible. As you gaze to the nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha in Gohyasana.
दो हाथ की कोहनी जोई पुनः कलाई जाने दोई.
From Gohyasana, extend your legs up straight into Shirshasana, a headstand posture. As you gaze to the nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha. Breathe deeply in this posture.
Ditam mandalam cha dvidhaiva viditam hinaha.
Gently lower your legs back down and come to a seated posture with your legs extended in front. We are going to perform a sequence of rapid exhalations in Bastrika Kumbhaka, where you contract the abdomen and push the air out like the bellows of a blacksmith. Without inhaling actively, let the air flow in to your lungs naturally. Now, sit with your hands behind the calves, stretch your legs up, bring the forehead to the knees and come to a vertical position with your legs. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha in Podhyasana.
दो हाथ बाहर आने गोड़ा तरे कागजी ठाने.
Keep breathing rapidly. As you extend your legs out and up at a 45-degree angle, bring your hands behind, holding onto the opposite shoulders. Chest up, gaze to your third eye and visualize yourself as a mace in Parighasana.
उत्तानशयनं कृत्वा पादौ मिलित्वा प्रसार्य.
Now extend your arms out in front. Keep the legs raised up. If you can't hold this posture, you can bring your elbows down. Gaze to your third eye, visualize yourself as a boat and keep breathing rapidly in Naukasana.
उत्तानशयनं कुर्पराभ्यां भूमिमोष्टभ्य.
Now pull your feet towards your chest, holding onto the feet as you scoop the hands below. Gaze to the nose, visualize yourself as Lord Rudra in Rudrasana.
पगतली संपुट करी हाथस्योपग उचाई.
Now relax, breathe calmly. Lay down on your back with the feet flat, knees raised. Place your palms flat on the ground, fingertips touching your heels. As you push your hips up, contracting the perineal region. As you gaze to the nose and visualize Swamiji breathing in Mocha Kumbhaka. Exhaling while the Jalandhara Bandha, the throat lock, is engaged.
ऊर्ध्वे च जानुनी कृत्वा शवित्वोर्ध्वमुखं तथा.
Now lay your body down to the mat. Keep the palms by the side of your hips, facing up. Forcefully pull the Kundalini Shakti up along your spine by contracting the perineal region in Shakti Chalan Mudra as you completely unclutch from any micro movements of the body and mind. Visualize that your body is dead, and Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, is liberating you. Internally, chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in Shivasana.
उत्तानं शववद्भूमौ शयनं तुषवासनं शवासनं श्रान्तिहरं चित्तविश्रान्तिकारकम्
Slowly come back, return to your physical body as you start to wiggle your fingers and toes, your wrists and your ankles, your elbows and your knees. Pull the knees up, rock your body from side to side as you return to a comfortable seated position. Congratulations for completing the first 108 asanas of the sequence, which form the Pratama Vinyasa Krama. We are now going to continue the Dvitiya Vinyasa Krama with the next asana of the sequence. But before that, we would like to remind you to please keep your camera switched on in a way where we can see you, with the room properly lit and the camera aligned so you're visible. Let us now move on to the next asana of the sequence, which is Yadhasanishthasana. Now sit in a posture that brings ease to your physical and mental space. Bring your hands on top of the knees in Bindu Mudra as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
पर्यङ्कं तत्समाख्यातं यतसंस्थं यथा स्थितिः।
Next asana is Samasana. Now sit in a cross-legged position with your hands on the knees in Bindu Mudra. Take a long, deep inhalation and hold your breath. After you exhale, inhale and exhale deeply again and again. As you visualize Swamiji in your inner space, perform the Mula Bandha.
इदानीं गर्भिणीनां योगाभ्यासो यथा लघु।
The next asana is Muktasana. Now place the left foot against the genital region and the right foot over top of the left. Keep your hands facing down on top of the knees as you gaze at the nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
निपीड्य सीविनीं सूक्ष्मां दक्षिणेतरगुल्फतः।
Next up is Siddhasana. Now maintain the same position. Sit your gaze to your third eye and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
स्थाणुसंयमितेन्द्रियोचलदृशा पश्यन् भ्रुवोरन्तरं चैतन्मोक्षकपातभेदजनकं सिद्धासनं प्रोच्यते।
Next up is Siddhyasana. Now maintain the same position. Sit your gaze to the ground in front of you. Engage all three wonders as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
वामपादके इडीजानो सीवनिमधिता।
Next up is Rudrasana 2. As you keep your legs in the same position, rotate your hands on top of the knees back into Bindu Mudra. Yourself as Lord Rudra is done.
वामचरण परिदक्षिण राखे एकजग दिए।
Next up is Santadhunasana. Now maintain the same position. Switch your gaze to the nose and embody tranquility and an unshakable nature.
आसन की गुणमन की चंचलता मीटे।
Next up is Siddhasana 2. As you maintain one heel on top of the other, bring the hands to the navel, cupping one palm over the other, resembling a lotus flower in Samputa Mudra. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha.
ऋजुकाय समासीना सिद्धासनमुदीरितम्।
The next asana is Bandha Yoni Asana. Set your sankalpa to manifest through the womb of creation as you maintain the same sitting posture and then enter Shanmukhi Mudra. Exhale as you close your mouth with little and ring fingers, the nose with the middle fingers, the eyes with the index fingers, and the ears with the thumb.
यत्र मध्ये महादेव बन्धयोन्यासने शृणु।
The next asana is Virasana. Now place one foot on the thigh and the other foot under the opposite thigh. Place your hands on top of the knees in Bindu Mudra and embody the state and space of bravery, Vira.
एकं पादमथैकस्मिन् विन्यस्योरुणि संस्थितः।
The next asana is Valmikasana. As you keep the left heel on the right side of the regenerative organ, with the toes under the thigh, place the right foot on the left leg, toes by the knee. Hands in Bindu Mudra on top of the knees, gaze to your third eye and visualize Sage Valmiki, the great poet and author of Ramayana.
दावा पगगी पगदली पुनिएडी है जो ये।
Next up is Joni Mudrasana. As you keep your legs in the same position, sit your gaze to the nose and visualize the Yoni Mandala, the visual representation of Devi Paramashiva Shakti herself.
वामपाद की बगदली जाही माहिली कोर.
Next up is Yoni Asana. As you keep the hands flat on the knees, shift your gaze to the third eye and keep visualizing the Yoni Mandala.
पुण्यासनं पर्वतेन योगं योगफले नीलम्.
Next up is Bhadrasana 3. Now sit and bring the soles of the feet together, holding them with both hands as you pull the heels in close to the perineum, knees down to the ground, gaze at the nose and visualize yourself as Lord Veerabhadra as you perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
गुल्फौ च वृषणस्यादः सीवन्त्याः पार्श्वयोः क्षिपेत्.
Next up is Aghorasana. Now maintain the soles together, heels at the perineum, as you press your tongue up against the roof of your mouth in Kechari Mudra, bringing it even higher if you can into the nasal tract, all the way up to your brow center. Now cover your mouth with your right hand, close the left nostril with the index finger, inhale through the right nostril, close both nostrils, hold your breath, exhale through the left nostril, and then repeat on the other side as you gaze to your third eye and visualize yourself as an Aghori.
पूर्व कहो भिश्रिका जोई वाही विधि जो की जय सोई.
Next up is Kanari Pavasana. Now bring the feet together in front, toes together and the heels apart. Place your elbows on top of the heels. Rest your chin on your palms. As you gaze to the nose, engage Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha. Exhale completely and hold your breath in Arichaka Kumbhaka as you visualize yourself as a female elephant drinking water and gaze to your nose.
ग्वाली पाव आसन कख्यो है जैसे याहू में जाने विधि तैसे.
The next asana is Parasana. As you sit with the knees raised, arms between the thighs and calves, interlace your fingers in Parashu Mudra, gaze to the nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
ततोर्ध्वम्रे च येत् वायुं मृदुनिश्वास संयुतम्.
Next up is Gopi Chandasana. Now interlace your fingers around the feet with the soles together, toes at the groove of your throat, heels touching your chest. Keep your chin on top of your hands and gaze to the nose as you embody the state and space of a king.
पूर्व विधि पगा का अंगूठा कंठ को उपराशे.
The next asana is Uddarasana. Now sit with the soles of the feet together and insert your hands underneath the legs. Hold the feet with interlocked fingers as you bring the feet up to your chest. Bring your head down and touch the chin to the soles as you gaze to the nose and visualize your body free from any defects.
दो बगदली संपुट ठाने उभय हस्त करी उरद हिताने.
The next asana is Vishishtasana. From the same position, lift your feet even higher. Bring the interlocked fingers above your forehead, the feet in front of your face, as you visualize yourself excelling in everything.
दो बगदली जोड़ी संपुट करे.
The next asana is Bhujasana. From a seated position, lift both legs over top the respective shoulder. Bring your arms underneath the legs and up, interlacing your fingers around the back of your neck. Visualize yourself as a cobra as you perform the Mula Bandha.
आसनं तो विज्ञेयं कक्षासनमतः परं ग्रीवासनं च परमं भुजासनमिहोच्यते.
Next up is Kalyanasana. Now maintain a seated posture and raise your legs up. Bring the elbows under the knees and wrap your arms around the back. Clasp your palms, gaze to the nose, and visualize yourself as a beautiful, auspicious goddess.
दो हाथ पगम नीचे आने तिनको गोड़ा नीचे ठाने.
The next asana is Sankarasana. With the left knee on the mat, place the left foot flat and sit down on the left heel. As you bring the right foot over top, stacking the knees with the right heel at the left hip. Visualize yourself as an elegant swan as you place your hands on top of opposite knees and perform the Vaishnavi mudra, not focusing on any external objects, only focusing on the object within. Start breathing in Ujjayi Pranayama, making an ocean-like sound with your mouth.
वामपादं चितेर्मूलं संन्यस्य धरणीतले.
Now slide the left heel outside of the hip and sit down on the ground with stacked knees, hands on top. Visualize a cow in your inner space as you perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha in Dhenukasana.
अनुषागीनगर पंचडं वृषीलिन्दगल्यम्नि.
Next up is Machandrasana. Now place the right foot on top of the left thigh and the left foot on the right knee. Bring your left hand behind the back. Hold on to the right thigh as you place your right hand on the left thigh and twist your body. Gaze to your third eye. Visualize Swamiji in your space. From Machandrasana, untwist your body and lean forward and down as you hold onto the big toes in Prana Mudra. Bring your forehead to the ground. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space in Machandrasana too.
प्रथम जीवनो चरण जोई वामजंग परिराखे सोई.
From the same position, interlock your fingers and place them on the top knee. Engage all three bandhas and visualize Swamiji, your Guru, in your inner space in Guru Asana.
ऊर्मूले इतरपादस्य कनिष्ठिका प्रदेशगुल्या.
Now repeat on the other side, sitting down on the right heel with the right foot flat, left knee stacked over top, hands on opposite knees, visualizing yourself as an elegant swan.
वामपादं चितेर्मूलं संन्यस्य धरणीतले.
Now slide the heel on which you are sitting outside the hip and repeat Dhenukasana on the other side, visualizing a cow and engaging Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
अनुषागीनगर पंचडं वृषीलिन्दगल्यम्नि.
Now bring the left foot on the right thigh and the right foot on the left knee. Twist your body with one arm behind your back, holding on to opposite thighs as you repeat Machandrasana on the other side.
वामजंग प्रतिचिनिटाने वामहस्तविष्टिदिशाने.
Now untwist your body, hold onto the big toes and lean forward and down, repeating Machandrasana too on the other side.
प्रथम जीवनो चरण जोई वामजंग परिराखे सोई.
Now interlace your fingers, place them on the top knee, engage all three bandhas and visualize your Guru in Guru Asana on the other side.
ऊर्मूले इतरपादस्य कनिष्ठिका प्रदेशगुल्फं संस्थाप्य.
Next up is Parshasana. Now sit with the feet flat on the ground and pull your knees against your chest as you're holding them with opposite hands. Gaze to your third eye and press your tongue up against the palate of your mouth in Kechari Mudra as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
पादतले भूमौ निधाय जानुन्यूरसि निधाय.
Maintain the same position, hold onto the opposite wrists, pull your knees in, tuck your chin to the chest. Place your chin on the knees as you gaze to the nose and visualize being in an abode of bliss in Bodhashokasana.
दो बगदली भूपरिधरे कोरमाहिलिये सेकरे.
Now bring your arms underneath the knees and hold onto opposite elbows. As you gaze through your nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha in Kudakatasana.
दो हाथ पग बाहर ल्यावे, घोड़ा नीचे ले टहरावे।
Next up is Sumati Asana. Now maintain the same hold beneath the knees. Bring your right foot over the left so the heels cross with the toes pointing up. Gaze to your nose and visualize the great sage and Maharishi Sumati in Sumati Asana.
मूल द्वारी धरती पर ठाने, डावा पग परि दक्षपद आने।
Next up is Dandasana. Now extend your feet out straight, arms raised straight above your head. Interlace your fingers with the wrists pointing outwards. Engage all three bandhas and gaze to your nose by visualizing Swamiji in your inner space.
इदानीं गर्भिणीनां योगाभ्यासो यथा लघु।
Next up is Arambhasana. As you sit with your legs straight, hold the big toes with index and middle fingers in Prana Mudra. Lean forward and down, bring your head down as you perform Nadi Shodhana without using the support of your hands. Inhale through the left nostril, exhale through the right, then inhale through the right and exhale through the left, interchangeably. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha.
दो पग मिलिवा पसारी, पगा का अंगूठा पकड़ी लीला टकोड़ा लगावे।
Next up is Bhidukasana. As you sit with your legs straight, extend your knees slightly up and keep one hand distance between the heels. As you bring your shoulders down, wrap your hands in and around the legs. Hold the soles of your feet, gaze to your third eye and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
प्रथम बैसी, दो पाव पसारी, कछुक ऊर्ध को कोरडो डारे।
Next up is Jalandhari Pavasana. As you extend both legs out with the heels together, place your chin on the heels, insert your hands below the legs and place your palms facing upwards. As you gaze to the nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
दो एड़ी में लिखे दीजिए, हाथ पसारी।
The next asana is Urdhva Paschimottanasana. As you sit with both legs extended out, lift one foot behind your neck and lean forward and down as in Paschimottanasana. As you hold onto the front foot, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Pratyahara Kumbhaka, visualizing the prana flowing up along your body in the 9 different points of your body, which are the soles of the feet, the regenerative organs, the navel, the heart, the throat, the uvula, the eyebrows, the top of your forehead, and the Brahmaranda, the crown of your head. Perform the Mula Bandha as you do so.
पश्चिमतानवत् संस्थितिं कृत्वा एकं पादं ग्रीवायां धृत्वा तिष्ठेत्।
From Urdhva Paschimottanasana, lean back and straighten your spine. Hold onto the foot behind your neck with the opposite hand. If you can't bring your foot behind the neck, pull it close to your chest and open up your hips as much as possible. Now visualize yourself as infinite, endless, eternal, Ananta.
उत्तानशयनी एकैकं पायी ग्रीवायां विन्यस्य।
From Anantasana, roll onto the side of the elbow, holding onto your hand. Feel in complete control as you gaze to your nose and perform the Mula Bandha.
उत्तानशयितः एकैकं पादं ग्रीवायां कुर्वन्।
Next up is Durushasana. Now lay down on your back as you bring the knees to your chest and circle the thighs and calves with your arms as you roll from left to right. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha.
उत्तानसेनं जानुनी हृदयवष्टम्भ.
Now extend your legs forward. Place the other hand behind your neck as you lean forward and down, repeating Urdhva Paschimottanasana on the other side. Again, if you can't bring the leg behind your neck, just pull it up towards your chest and lean forward.
उत्तानसेनं जानुनी हृदयवष्टम्भ. जङ्घासहितो उरूनि करद्वये बद्ध्वा.
Now lean back, straighten your spine. As you repeat Ankushasana, Anantasana on the other side.
उत्तानसेनि एकैकं पायि ग्रीवायां विन्यस्य.
Now roll onto your elbow, lay on the side, feel in complete control as you repeat Ankushasana on the other side.
उत्तानसेत एकैकं पादं ग्रीवायां कुर्वन्.
The next asana is Yoga Nidasana. As you lay on your back, lift your legs one by one up behind your head. Hold your hands behind your back and gaze to the nose as you perform the Mula Bandha.
पादाभ्यां वेष्टयेत् कण्ठं. हस्ताभ्यां पृष्ठबन्धनम्.
The next asana is Atmaramasana. While laying on your back, raise your legs towards your head and wrap your hands around the legs. Interlace your fingers behind your neck, gaze to the nose, and visualize Lord Vishnu blessing you from within.
आत्मा राम आसन प्रथमसु धोसो वे.
The next asana is Kochikasana. Now lay on your back, knees to the chest, soles facing up. Extend your arms sideways and gaze to your third eye as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha.
दो हाथ सीधा सा करे, 300 उबे सपा करे.
Next up is the Jatara Parivritti. This asana consists of 3 steps. Sorry for the technical glitch. We are now going to the Jata. Your back and push. Keep your arms reaching out to the sides at shoulder level, and then place one knee bent to the ground at the side as you keep the other leg extended straight. Then keep both knees bent to the side, and then extend both legs straight to the side, holding onto the feet with your hand and gazing in the opposite direction as you visualize Swamiji and perform the Mula Bandha.
परिवृत्ति कुक्षे भागे त्रिधा हि परिकीर्तितः.
Now we are going to repeat the asana on the other side. So extend your arms out to the side. Bring the other knee bent to the ground with the opposite leg extended. Then bring both knees bent to the side. Then extend legs both legs to the side, hold onto the feet and gaze away from the feet.
प्रतिक्रियायुतं द्वन्द्वपीठः सर्वबलप्रदम्.
Next up is the Dvipadapitam. Gaze to the nose and visualize yourself as sturdy as a bridge as you lay on your back, bend your knees and place your feet flat on the ground, holding onto your ankles and lifting your hips up high. Perform the Murcha Kumbhaka with Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha engaged.
प्रतिक्रियायुतं द्वन्द्वपीठः सर्वबलप्रदम्.
The next asana is Paryankasana. As you lay on your back, place your feet flat on the mat and bring your arms over your head, placing your hands flat on the mat as well. With the fingers pointing towards the feet, lift your entire body up off the ground and visualize yourself as sturdy as stone furniture while breathing in Sahaja Kumbhaka.
उत्तानशयनं हस्ततलाभ्यां भूमिं वष्टभ्य.
Now lay down on your back. Pull your knees to the chest and keep your hands on the shoulders as you move your hips in a circular motion, visualizing yourself as a dog playfully rolling around on its back in Shvatanasana.
शरीरं संस्थाप्य जानुनी सम्मील्य नाभुवानिज्य.
Next up is the Viparita Karani. Now lie supine and raise your legs up straight with the hands and arms flat on the ground, supporting you, balancing your legs. As you draw circles with your feet, moving your legs round and round, as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space, perform Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha. This asana will strengthen your digestive fire intensely.
भूतले स्वशिरो दत्त्वा खेनये चरणद्वयम्.
Next up is Viparita Karani 2. Now hold your legs stable, stop moving around as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
करणी विपरीताख्या सर्वाधिव्याधिनाशिनी.
The next asana is Langalasana. Now lay on your back, lift your hips and lift your feet over top of your head with the toes on the floor, hands stretched on the ground behind your back. Clasp your palms, rest on your neck and shoulders as you visualize yourself as a plow.
ग्रीवाकण्ठेन भूमिं विष्टम्भ पादाग्रद्वयमूर्धमुन्नयेत्.
The next asana is Shayita Paschimottanasana. Now lie on your back, legs over your head, and hold onto your feet with the arms and legs straight. This is one of the 84 different asanas revealed directly by Lord Paramashiva himself.
तानं शयित्वात् कुर्वीत शयितपश्चिमतानकम्.
Next up is Supta Konasana. From the same position, bring your hips above the shoulder level and then spread your legs out wide. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Jalandhara and Mula Bandha.
परिवृत्य कुक्षिभागे त्रिदाहि परिकीर्तितः.
Next up is Chakrasana. From the same position, hold onto your ankles and then roll onto your back as you keep your arms and legs straight. Visualize yourself as a chakra, a wheel, as you do so.
वासनस्तद्वौ पादौ कुर्यान् मस्तकतः परौ.
Next up is Supta Prasarita Padangushtasana. As you lay on your back, keep your legs vertical and hold onto the big toes in Prana Mudra. Then open up your legs wide to the side as you visualize Swamiji. Breathe in Ujjayi Pranayama, making an ocean-like sound with your mouth, and perform the Mula Bandha.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकम्.
Now join your feet back together above your body. Keep your legs and arms straight in Supta Padangushtasana as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकम्.
Next up is Matsyasana. From Supta Padangushtasana, place your legs in Padmasana and then lay flat on the mat with your arms above your head, holding onto opposite shoulders, opposite elbows, as you gaze to the nose and visualize Matsya, the fish avatar of Vishnu.
मुक्तपद्मासनं कृत्वा उत्तानशयनं चरेत्.
The next asana is Parasharamasana. As you lay on your back, legs in Padmasana, place the back side of the right hand onto your left palm. Gaze to your nose, visualize Lord Rama in your inner space as you perform the Mula Bandha.
प्रथमकरे पद्मासन आछे शुद्धो सोबे भूपरिपाछे.
Next up is Sarvangasana. With the legs in Padmasana, raise your hips and legs up. Support your lower back with your hands with the elbows on the ground. As you gaze at the nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform Murcha Kumbhaka with Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha engaged.
क्षेत्र संक्षेपात् सर्वांगासनम् उत्तमम्.
The next asana is Vrishchikasana, where you place one foot on top of the opposite thigh and pull the knee of that leg up to your chest. Extend your arms up above your head and hook the fingers forward as you gaze to your third eye and visualize yourself as a scorpion.
प्रथमशयन सूधो शीशिकेशिकी सन्धि सुदाखे.
Now exchange the position of your feet. Repeat Vrishchikasana on the other side.
प्रथमशयन सूधो शीशिकेशिकी सन्धि सुदाखे.
Next up is Vrishaparakshitasana. As you lay on your back, interlace your fingers around your neck and lift both feet off the ground, pulling one knee in towards your chest back and forth. As you visualize Swamiji in your inner space, breathe calmly through your nose in Sahaja Kumbhaka, leading the prana along your spine as you perform the Mula Bandha.
उत्तानशयनं कृत्वा अङ्गुलिभ्यः कन्द्रां बद्ध्वा.
As you lay flat on your back, lift your legs one by one, touching your knees to the ears as you visualize Swamiji to your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha.
उत्तानवत् संस्थितिः कृत्वा.
The next asana is Vrikasana. As you lay on your back, place the soles of the feet flat to the ground and then stand up and sit back down. Do this again and again while visualizing yourself as a wolf.
उत्तानशयनं कृत्वा पादतलाभ्यां भूमिं धृत्वा.
The next asana is Luthasana. As you lay on your back, quickly throw your legs up above your head and completely roll over. Repeat it again and again as you finish in a prone position, visualizing Swamiji in your inner space.
उत्तानशयनं पादौ शिर उल्लङ्घ्य.
As you lay down flat on your belly, keep your hands at the shoulder level and contract your lips, make the sound of a flute, whistling while inhaling in Saladhasana Pranayama. As you visualize yourself as a chariot, carrying warriors into a battle for Dharma on your chariot back.
युज्यशयनं कृत्वा नाभिं भूमौ निधाय
Next up is Dehalyulanganasana. Now place your palms flat on the ground and push your body up into a plank position. Then jump your feet forward and back between your arms and feel yourself transcend body and mind.
तद्वयं बद्ध्वा तन्मध्यचरणद्वयम् उड्डानैव बहिरानीय.
Next up is Jatyasana. Now, from a standing position, bend forward and place your hands on the mat as you walk back and forth, visualizing yourself as a wise 60-year-old elephant.
सजात्यासनं वक्षे वायुपाणाय केवलम्.
Next up is Loritika. Now stand with your knees bent, feet pointing outwards, and bend your elbows. Keep your hands at the chest level. Swiftly move the arms across the body and then bring them back to the center. Tilt your head back, open up your chest towards the sky, and move your head in all directions. The next asana is Tadapasana. As you tie your feet with a rope, stand erect like a rod and keep your arms at the side, close to your body, hands on your thighs. Visualize that your Kundalini Devi is raising, curling around and up your body as you breathe through your nose in Sahadra Kumbhaka and perform the Mula Bandha, internally chanting the Mahavakya Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
अथ सर्पासनं वक्षे वायुपाणाय केवलम्.
The next asana is Ushta Sadhanasana. While standing, place all fingers on the mat and stand on your hands. Hold your toes from the front as you begin to move around on the mat, visualizing yourself as a camel, performing the Mula Bandha.
मुष्टिकनिष्ठिका प्रदेशेन भूमौ निधाय.
Next up is Ashvasana. From the same position, hold on to the feet from the outside as you walk around, visualizing yourself as a horse.
मुष्टिकनिष्ठिका प्रदेशेन भूमौ निधाय.
Next up is Kapota Nitakasana. Stand straight with the feet together, interlace your hands behind your back in Padusha Mudra and pull your arms down towards the calves as you open up your chest widely. Visualize yourself as a soaring bird, diving headfirst in rapid speed. Perform the Mula Bandha as you do so.
पादतले भूमौ निधाय पृष्ठभागेन हस्तौ जङ्घापर्यन्तं नीत्वा.
Next up is Tala Pushpa Buddham Karana. Now stand tall with the palms together in Namaskara Mudra. Gently bend the knees and keep the toes pointing outwards as you simultaneously open up the palms, raise one heel off the ground and lower the waist and shoulder of the respective heel. Visualize you're holding and offering a bouquet of flowers to Paramashiva. The next asana is Khadgasana. Now visualize yourself as a rhinoceros as you lay down on your stomach and jump your feet up towards your hands and stand. Bring your palms together, forming the horn of the rhinoceros in Namaskara Mudra as you gaze to the nose and perform the Mula Bandha.
नुजसरतमासनं कृत्वा पादतलाभ्यां भूमिं धृत्वा
Sway or as low as you can to the ground. Stand up and do this again and again. While gazing to the nose, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha.
पुनः पुनः उत्थातव्यमिति उत्थारोत्थानं भवति.
The next asana is Musalasana. Now stand up straight over your head and jump repeatedly as you visualize yourself in ace.
सरलं स्थित्वा ऊर्ध्वं बाहुनमुड्डानं कृत्वा
Down with the other leg. Stand back up. Alternate on both sides as you gaze to the nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
एकैकं पादतलं कुक्षौ निधाय तिष्ठेत् उत्शीर्षकं भवति.
Parshvajanukarana. Now stand and keep one leg slightly bent with the toes pointing to the side. Bend and lift the opposite knee and pull it towards your chest with a hand in a fist. Place the other hand on top of the thigh with the fingers pointing. The next asana is Tandavasana. As you visualize yourself fiercely dancing as Lord Shiva, stand on one leg, the opposite leg extended forward, and lower your body down to the mat and stand back up. You can hold weights if you want to intensify this asana.
एकेन पादेन स्थातव्यं ताण्डवासनं भवति.
The next asana is Brahmanasana. Now place the left foot on the opposite thigh and stand erect on the mat like a rod, with the hands by the sides, visualizing yourself being blessed by Lord Brahma.
ब्राह्मणासनमावक्षे यत् कृत्वा ब्राह्मणो भवेत्.
Next up is Garudasana 3. Now stand tall and wrap the left leg over and around the right knee. As you tuck the left toes onto the other side of the right calf, simultaneously crossing the left arm below the right and bring the palms together in Namaskara Mudra.
कूर्मपीठं च सिंहस्गारुडमेव च.
Next up is Ekapadasana. Now stand straight on the right leg with the left foot on the opposite thigh, hands relaxed by the knees. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha.
दक्षाङ्घ्रिं वामपादस्य जङ्घोपरि निधाय च.
Next up is Dhruvasana, the pole star posture. As you visualize yourself as the North Pole Star, stand on the right leg, hold the big toe of the left foot and straighten it out to the side, rotating your body quickly on the standing leg.
एकेन हस्तेन दण्डरूपस्य एकस्य पादस्याग्रं धृत्वा.
Next up is Trivikramasana. Now stand on the right leg, lift the left foot behind your neck and stand tall. Alternate sitting and standing, performing the 3 steps of Vishnu while visualizing Lord Vishnu in your inner space.
ग्रीवायां पादं संस्थाप्य स्थातव्यम् उत्थातव्यं त्रिविक्रमासनं भवति.
Now repeat the Parshvajanukarana on the other side. Now visualize yourself fiercely dancing as Lord Shiva as you repeat Tandavasana on the other side.
एकेन पादेन स्थातव्यं ताण्डवासनं भवति.
Now repeat Brahmanasana on the other side while visualizing yourself being blessed by Lord Brahma.
ब्राह्मणासनमावक्षे यत्कृत्वा ब्राह्मणो भवेत्.
Now repeat Garudasana 3 on the other side, intertwining arms and legs, hands in Namaskara Mudra, visualizing yourself as Lord Garuda.
नगोर्मपीठं च संहस्गारुडमेव च.
Now repeat Ekapadasana on the other side, visualizing Swamiji in your inner space.
दक्षाङ्घ्रिं वामपादस्य जङ्घोपरि निधाय च.
Now repeat Dhuruvasana, the pole star posture on the other side, visualizing yourself as the North Pole Star.
एकेन हस्तेन दण्डरूपस्य एकस्य पादस्य अग्रं धृत्वा.
Now repeat Trivikramasana on the other side. If you can't, bring your leg behind your neck, pull it up towards your chest, and then sit down and stand back up.
ग्रीवायां पादं संस्थाप्य स्थातव्यम् उत्थातव्यं त्रिविक्रमासनं भवति.
Next up is the Samanakakarana. Now stand with your feet close together, toes pointed slightly out. Keep both hands to the sides of your body. Feel the energy flowing through your body, awakened by the yoga practice. As we move on to the final 100 asanas of the sequence, starting with Gorak Anjali Asana. Now stand erect and bend forward. Bring both hands underneath the knees and make a finger lock in Parusha Mudra. Sit in a squatting position, let the finger lock touch your navel. As you visualize the great sage Goraknath, founder of the Natha Yoga Hindu Sampradaya. Perform the Jivachala Kumbhaka. Inhale deeply, hold the breath and move the prana forcefully throughout your body, up and down and through your limbs, along with your mind, as you perform the Mula Bandha.
प्रथमहि उभौ होए बाहुरी नीचौ पुनि होवे.
Next up is Kanchi Asana. Now insert your hands between the thighs and calves. Wrap them around behind your butt, interlacing the fingers behind your back. Keep your chest up. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Mula Bandha.
ऊरुमध्यात् हस्तौ निवेश्य नितम्बं धृत्वा.
Next up is Bhairu Asana. Now bring the feet together, sit in a squatting posture with the heels touching your perineum. Hold your hands at the back in Parusha Mudra as you gaze at the navel and visualize Bhagavan Kalavairava, the Lord of Time.
उपगा की थल्या की माहिली को और मिलाई.
Next up is Varahasana. Now squat all the way down to the ground. Keep your feet together, toes apart, and bring your elbows up close to your head. Join your palms behind your back as you gaze to the nose and visualize yourself as Varaha, the boar avatar of Lord Vishnu.
पागथली की माहिली को और मिलाई फणा पानी उकड़ बैसे.
The next asana is Pripitasana. As you hold on to the big toes in Prana Mudra, raise your hips to the same level as your shoulders. To the same level as your knees. Now, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and perform the Jivachala Kumbhaka, forcefully moving the prana up and down within your system.
पार्श्विन्द्वे सम्मील्य स्थित्वा नितम्बं जानुप्रदेश आनीय.
The next asana is Bakasana. Now place your hands on the mat, fingers wide, shoulder width apart. As you place your knees onto the back of your arms and lean forward, balancing on your arms. As you visualize yourself as a crow, perform the Jivachala Kumbhaka.
ताभ्याम अवनिमवष्टभ्य.
The next asana is Sushtanga Kapali Asana. Now kneel down, place your head on the ground with the palms spread for support as you raise your body onto your head and place your legs in Padmasana. Gaze to the nose, visualize Swamiji and perform the Mula Bandha.
आसन को गुण कपाल आछो होई.
Gently lower your body back down and come to a kneeling position. As you sit in between the heels, perineum to the ground with the toes touching behind your body. Gaze to the nose and visualize you are sitting in the secret seat with Paramashiva and Guru in Guptasana.
जानोर्वोरन्तरे पादौ कृत्वा पादौ च गोपयेत्.
Next up is Vrikshasana 2. This is going to be another inverted posture. So get the support of a wall, or if you have a partner by your side, they can aid you. Now place your hands on the ground, fingers wide. Lift your body up straight into a handstand. As you visualize yourself as a tree with deep roots growing into the ground. This asana, when practiced, will purify all the 7 chakras.
सप्तचक्रक्षालनाय वृक्षासन विशेषकान्.
Next up is Shibo Asana. From the handstand posture, join your hands and feet close together and gaze to your third eye as you visualize Tejas. Energy is flowing to your third eye, rejuvenating your body, bringing the divine radiance.
दो पग जोड़ी माही गुल्फ मिलाए.
Now place your hands flat on the ground, shoulder width apart, as you enter a plank position, and lower your body down to the mat. Then push your body back up and down again and again while visualizing yourself as a fish in Matsyasana 2.
निब्जं शयनं कूर्परो पार्श्वभागाय मूर्धकृत्या.
The next asana is Sarapasana 2. As you lay prone on your belly, keep your hands on the hips and lift and move your upper body from side to side. Visualize and move your body like a snake.
निब्जं शयनं कृत्वा हस्तौ नितम्बं संस्थाप्य.
The next asana is Niralambanasana. As you lay prone on the belly with the toes pointing back, keep your elbows on the ground in front and hold onto your face in Padma Mudra, the Lotus Mudra. As you feel self-supported and completely independent, breathing calmly through your nose in Sahaja Kumbhaka.
कराभ्यां पङ्कजं कृत्वा तिष्ठेत् कूर्परया सुधीः.
Next up is Chakrasana. Lie on your stomach, place your hands flat on the mat in front, straighten your arms and bend the knees. Bring your feet towards your upper back and lift up your head and chest as you visualize yourself as an umbrella protecting your Guru from the sun rays.
अर्ध्यासनवस्थित्वा हस्ततलाभ्यां भूमिं वष्टभ्य.
Next up is Vajrasana. As you sit on the knees with the tops of the feet flat on the mat, butt on the heels, stretch your arms out in front and place your arms and forehead on the mat in front. Gaze to the nose and visualize yourself as Vajra, the weapon of Indra, symbolizing your indestructibility.
इदानीं गर्भिणीनां योगाभ्यासो यथा लघु.
With your hands flat on the mat in front, push your hips up high, back into Gajasana. Then alternate striking the ground with your hands as you visualize yourself as powerful as a ram in Meshasana.
गजासन संस्थितो एकैकं बाहुं भूमौ ताडयेत्.
The next asana is Ajasana. From Gajasana, lift your legs into the air and slowly bring your forehead towards the ground. As you visualize yourself as unborn, existing for all eternity.
गजासन संस्थितो पादद्वयमन्तराळे कृत्य.
Next up is Dhanantalasana. As you sit on the heels with your legs together, interlace your fingers around the toes and pull the feet towards your perineum. Then place your hands on top of the knees. Keep your spine straight, gaze to the nose, and visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you breathe in, making an ocean-like sound in Ujjayi Pranayama.
पूरव विधि परिहाता की काकसी से उभना शरा मोड़ी.
Next up is the Angamotanam. Now interlace your fingers in front and then behind your body as you stretch your arms forward to the sides, backwards and up, giving massage to various different joints and muscles of your body. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Perform the Mula Bandha. Internally, chant the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
हस्तयोः अङ्गुलिर्बद्ध्वा हस्तयोर्मध्यात् सर्वमङ्गं निष्कासयित्वा.
Next up is Garudasana 4. Now sit on the heels in Vajrasana as you turn your feet out to the side with the toes pointing outwards. Keep your thighs and knees resting on the ground. Keep your spine straight, hands on the knees as you visualize yourself as Lord Garuda flying Lord Vishnu and Lakshmi on his back.
जङ्घोरुभ्यां दरां पीड्य स्थिरकायो द्विजानुना.
Next up is Ananda Mandirasana. As you sit with your legs folded back, toes pointing backwards, knees wide, holding on to your ankles, gaze to your third eye, and visualize yourself residing in the blissful space of a temple.
अथ वक्षे वीरनाथ आनन्दमन्दिरासनम्.
Next up is Mandukasana 2. As you sit with your knees wide, feet overlapping on top of your ankles, keep your hands under the knees and gaze to your nose. As you perform the Manduki Mudra with your tongue, pressing the tongue up against the palate of your mouth, visualizing yourself as a frog, performing Ujjana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
पृष्ठं सम्पेड्य कुल्भाभ्यां जान्वङ्गे सबलयाकृतिः.
Next up is Narasimhasana. As you keep your toes tucked on the mat with the heels up and joined together, place your perineum on top of the heels, your palms on the ground in front with the fingers spread wide, thumbs touching and the palms of your hand touching the toes. Now gaze to the nose and stick out your tongue as you exhale forcefully while visualizing Narasimha, the lion man avatar of Lord Vishnu.
दो भणा पाणी होए वैसे एडी मेलर उदानी वैसे.
Next up is Vishrakasana. As you sit on the toes, place your perineum on top of the heels, separate your knees and place them on the ground. Make a hollow of your palms and place them over your mouth. Keep your thumbs under the teeth, close your lips and gaze to the nose as you inhale through the right nostril and exhale through your mouth, visualizing yourself as Devi, victorious over any and all minuscule fears you might have.
दो पगांगी एडी जोई गोड़ा फनोवान अपनी होई.
The next asana is Makadasana. As you keep the soles of the feet together, the top of the feet on the ground, sit on the heels and bend your elbows, bringing your fingers to the armpits. Imitate as if you were a monkey scratching yourself while visualizing yourself as a playful monkey. Gaze to your third eye as you perform the Mula Bandha and make an ocean-like sound with your mouth in Ujjayi Pranayama.
दो पगदली संपुटाने तिनकी बिष्टि भूमि पर इठाने
The next asana is Vajrasangarasana. Now stand on the toes with the soles of the feet together. Sit on your heels with the knees wide off the floor. Hold your elbows behind your back and gaze to the tip of the nose as you embody diamond-like strength for you and your Sangha, your spiritual community.
प्रथम पणापाणी होए बैसे दो वेड़ी गुदानी वैसे
The next asana is Kanjanasana. As you keep the toes down, ankles crossed behind, sit on the heels. As you place your palms on the mat to the sides, gaze to the nose, and visualize perfect health beyond any and all physical or mental ailments while engaging Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
हञ्जनासनमावक्षे यत्कृत्वा सुस्थिरो भवेत्.
The next asana is Kurmasana. With your toes flat, cross your feet and place your perineum onto the back of the heels. Then keep your knees wide on the floor, rest your hands on top of the knees as you gaze to the nose and visualize yourself as a turtle with a stable body and mind to live for centuries.
उल्फौ च वृषणस्याधो विक्रमेण समाहितः.
Next up is Yogasana. From the same position, gaze to the nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
गुदं नियम्य गुल्फाभ्यां विक्रमेण समाहितः.
The next asana is Vijyogasana. As you stand on your knees, cross your ankles behind with the feet near the opposite knee. Hold onto your calves with the fingers inside and the thumbs outside. Gaze to your third eye as you visualize a space of eternal oneness, Advaita, with your Guru.
गोड़ा वामो उभौ होई गोड़ा आड़ा राखे दोई.
Next up is Ushtrasana 2. In a kneeling position, bend backwards and hold your ankles with your hands. As you keep your arms straight, push your hips forward and tilt your head back, opening up your chest as you visualize yourself as a camel.
मेरुदण्डग्रन्थि दाढ्या संविपादयिषुः पुमान्.
Next up is Jatyasana 2. With your heels together, hands on the soles of the feet, slowly lean back. First, bring it, then the back of your head. Gaze at yourself as a lotus blooming.
दो एड़ी संपुट करे सोले मूलद्वारि तरिधरे.
Next up is Virathasana. As you sit on the knees with your thighs and calves together, lean back and touch your back to the ground, then rise back up. Repeat this again and again. You can use the support of your hands if needed. Gaze to the nose and visualize the healing and liberation of all causal, subtle forms of your body.
जंगा पृष्ठि भूमो निदाज्य जंगोदरयोः ऊरुनि संस्थाप्य.
The next asana is Kapotasana. From Vidatasana, raise your hips even higher. Bring your forearms on the mat and hold the back of your heels as you bring your head in between the feet. Visualize yourself as a beautiful dove as you perform the Mula Bandha.
मेरुदण्डग्रन्थिदाढ्य सम्पिपादयिषुः पुमान्.
The next asana is Varasana. Now stand upright on your knees with the toes tucked. Hold your arms with opposite hands and gaze to the nose. This is the boon-fulfilling posture. Receive your boon from Paramashiva. Internally chant Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
जानुनी भूमौ संस्थाप्य हस्ताभ्यां बाहुपरस्परं धृत्वा.
Next up is Varahasana 2. As you keep your knees together, toes tucked, lean forward and bring your elbows to the mat, hands holding your head. Rest your perineum on the heels, with the heels raised, as you visualize yourself as Varaha, the boar avatar of Lord Vishnu.
सूर्यं चन्द्रं भेदनानि आसनानि निकथ्यते.
The next asana is Mundasana. Now kneel down, place your elbows on the mat, shoulder width apart. Interlace your fingers, place your head on the mat, supporting it, holding it with your hands. As you walk your feet forward, raising the hips until they align with your shoulders, then jump your legs up and straighten them up towards the sky. Be stable and straight as you visualize yourself as a lopped tree. Gaze to the nose and perform the Mula Bandha in Mundasana.
अधो मुण्डासनं पक्षे सर्वेषां प्राणिनां सुखम्.
As you bring your head in between the knees, elbows outside of the knees, with the hands holding the head, exhaling through your mouth as you gaze to the nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space, calmly breathing through your nose in Sahadra Kumbhaka.
प्रथम पगदली समठारावे कोरमाहिली उभे मिलावे.
Next up is Viparita Shalabhasana. Lay down on your belly with the arms extended straight out. Hold weights if you want to intensify this asana as you lift your thighs, arms and chest all the way up off the ground as you visualize yourself as a locust.
शलभासन भेदाश्च नटभेरुण्ड नामके.
The next asana is Kapalasana. As you lay on your belly with the arms at the side, palms facing down, keep your forehead on the ground and keep your chest on the mat as you lift your legs up. Visualize a skull representing the mind with purified thoughts and the strong will to attain. The next asana is Akasha Kapotasana. Now lie on your stomach, hands by the sides, as you lift your legs up over your head and feet on the mat in front of your head. Keep your palms flat on the mat behind as you visualize yourself as a free and open dove.
उष्ट्रासने स्थित्वा चरणौ भूमेरुत्थाप्य.
The next asana is Chatakasana. As you sit on the knees down, so your navel touch, keep your hands flat on the mat, forearms on the ground. Visualize yourself as a
ऊर्परपर्यन्तौ हस्तौ धरावोष्टभ्याम्
The next asana is Vrishchikasana 2. As you kneel down and place your hands and elbows on the mat, raise your legs, bend your back to touch your feet to the head. If you can't balance in this posture, you should try to go to a wall and jump up against the wall. Try to hold this posture. If you can balance, try to bring your feet to the head. Lift your chin and hold this posture as you gaze forward in Shambhavi Mudra, visualizing yourself as a scorpion with your legs as the stinger. Breathe calmly through your nose in Sahadra Kumbhaka as you perform the Mula Bandha and internally chant the Mahavakya Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
पार्श्वे धृत्वा स्वशीर्षे चिबुकं विधार्यको
The next asana is Vrishasana. Now place your perineum down on the right heel as you keep the left foot outside the hip, ankle to the side, with the toes pointing outwards. Place your hands on the mat in front. Visualize yourself as a bull as you start breathing in Antarangaka Kumbhaka. Forcefully inhale through your nose, hold the breath for a short while, and then slowly exhale through the nose again.
याम्यगुल्भे पादमूले वामभागे पदेतरम्.
Next up is Lolasana. From a kneeling position, foot over top of the right as you balance above the mat, visualizing Swamiji in your inner space.
लोलासनं सदा कुर्यात् वायुलोलापघातनात्.
From Lolasana, bring your perineum straight on the other heel as you repeat Vrishasana on the other side, visualizing yourself as a bull.
याम्यगुल्भे पादमूले वामभागे पदेतरम्.
Next up is Bala Gunasana. Now place the toes of the left foot on the ground and sit on the heel. Give the right foot flat in front with the knee towards the chest, hands on the respective knees. Visualize Bala Gunahai, one of the 84 siddhas in your inner space.
आसन को गुण जल विकार जाई.
Next up is Grahasana. Now squat with the feet flat on the mat. Bring your elbows under the thighs and wrap the hands around the shins. Hold onto the ankles from the outside while visualizing yourself as the entire planet.
पादतले भूमौ संस्थाप्य जानुमध्ये कूर्परौ स्थाप्य.
Now repeat Bala Gunasana. Sit on the other heel, hands on the knees, visualize Bala Gunahai.
आसन को गुण जल विकार जाई.
Next up is Utkatasana. Hold weights if you want to intensify this asana. Now squat on the toes with the heels up, knees off the mat, perineum on the heels, hands on the respective knees. Keep your spine straight. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
युजास्पिजोऽसीयत ऊर्वजाततलद्वयोपरि.
Next up is Vajrasangarasana 2. With the soles of the feet together behind as you keep your knees wide off the ground. Hold hold your elbows behind your back and face as Next up is Anilasana. Now squat with the feet hip width apart, hands under the soles of the feet from the inside, down, and stand on the hands as you keep your arms straight, elbows at the navel, gaze through your nose, and visualize you're able to consume and live off of air alone.
दो हाथ भूमि पर ठाने कहनी जाड़ीना भिलग आने
The next asana is Padukasana. Now place the back of your hands on the mat with the fingers facing towards your body. Step your feet onto the hands, around the feet like a shoe.
Sit as Paramashiva. Inhale and exhale deeply with 25 heads and 75 eyes and 50 hands. Visualize.
Start walking around as you visualize yourself wearing padukas, walking across India.
Drop your palm into his palm.
हस्ततलयोः पादतले कृत्वा तिष्ठेत गच्छेत पादुकासनं भवति.
Next up is Kukutodanasana. Now place your palms on the mat, raise both feet upwards into the air and let them fall back down. Repeat this again and again as you visualize yourself as a rooster. Raise your feet, place one palm down on the mat with the arms straight. Bring the opposite hand to the head, be stable and visualize Swami space.
क्षेमासनमुत्तमम्.
Now place the other hand to the ground. Repeat Kunjarasana on the other side.
अथवा क्षेमहादेव कुञ्जरासनमुत्तमम्.
The next asana is Kadambasana. Now sit on the ground with the feet flat, heels close to your body as you hold on to the respective ankles and lift your feet off the ground while visualizing yourself as the Kadamba tree, a pious tree that promotes a long life.
पार्श्निभ्यां भूमिं वष्टभ्य हस्तद्वयेन गुल्फौ धृत्वा
Vanamuktasana. Now sit with the heels at the perineum and hold onto the opposite knees and pull them towards your chest. Visualize any excess vata being released from or balanced within your system as you perform the Mula Bandha.
द्वयोस्तु पादयोः पाणिं लात्वा स्वस्वनितम्बके.
The next asana is Chakrasana. As you sit and lift one leg behind your head. If you can't, lift it up. The opposite leg extend. Place both and lift your entire body. Mat. Gaze to your third eye and visualize yourself as a powerful Sanatu. Now hold onto the big toes in Prana Mudra. As you keep one leg straight and the other one pulled, visualize yourself as a bow as you perform the Mula Bandha.
पादाङ्गुष्ठौ तु पाणिभ्यां गृहीत्वा श्रवणावधि.
Next up is Ashtavakrasana. As you lift the left leg over top of the left shoulder, bring the right foot across, hook at the top of the left foot and extend your leg out to the side. Back on your hands as yourself as a flying crane.
वासिष्ठमदकौण्डिन्यमूर्धकुक्कुटमेव च
Next up is Pranasana. As you place the right foot, bring the left foot flat on the ground. Press the right knee down as you bring the left shoulder underneath the raised leg with a hand flat on the mat. Gaze to your third eye and visualize you're immortal, able to exist solely from prana.
एतत् प्रभेदं वक्ष्यामि करोति यस्य चामरः
Next up is Parashvamatsyendrasana. Now, place one heel at the opposite hip, step the other leg over top of the knee, twist your body, bring the arm underneath the raised leg and hold your hands behind your back. Gaze to your third eye and visualize the master of Hatha Yoga.
वामोरुमूलार्पितदक्षपादो जान्वो बहिर्वेष्टितदक्षदोष्णा
Next up is Chakorasana on the other side, behind your neck. Lift your body off the mat. As you keep the other leg extended, visualize yourself as a powerful source of energy.
पूर्वतानं चतुष्पादपीठं वज्रासनं तथा
Next up is Dhanurasana 2 on the other side. Hold on to the big toes of the respective feet. Pull one foot towards your ear and keep the other leg extended. Visualize yourself as a bow as you perform the Mula Bandha.
पादाङ्गुष्ठौ तु पाणिभ्यां गृहीत्वा श्रवणावधि
Next up is Ashtavakrasana on the other side. Now bring the other foot over top of the shoulder, hook the opposite leg atop, and extend the legs to the side as you balance mid-air, visualizing yourself as a flying crane.
वासिष्ठमथ कौण्डिन्यमूर्धकुक्कुटमेव च
Now repeat Pranasana on the other side, over top of the opposite leg, knee down to the ground, shoulder underneath the raised leg, visualizing yourself as immortal and able to exist from prana.
एतत् प्रभेदं वक्ष्यामि करोति यस्य चामरः
Now repeat Parashvamatsyendrasana on the other side. One heel at the other foot over top, knee raised, hands interlocked behind your back. Visualizing Sage Matsyendranath as you gaze to your third eye.
वामोरुमूलार्पितदक्षपादो जान्वो बहिर्वेष्टितदक्षदोष्णा
The next asana is Ardha Paschimottanasana. As you keep one leg straight, press your perineum with the other heel, lean down and hold onto the front foot with both hands. As you perform the Mula Bandha, visualize Swamiji and perform the Jiva Chala Kumbhaka, moving the retained prana up and down within your system.
एकं पादं प्रसार्य एकं पादस्य पार्श्वना सीवनी सम्पीड्य
Next up is Kraunchasana. Now place your left ankle outside of the hip and hold the sole of the right foot as you lift the leg up towards your forehead, keeping the knees straight. Gaze to your nose and visualize yourself as a crane as you perform the Mula Bandha.
वासिष्ठमथ कौण्डिन्यमूर्धकुक्कुटमेव च
Now repeat Ardha Paschimottanasana on the other side.
एकं पादं प्रसार्य एकं पादस्य पार्श्वना सीवनी सम्पीड्य
Now bring the other foot outside of the hip as you repeat Kraunchasana on the other side.
वासिष्ठमथ कौण्डिन्यमूर्धकुक्कुटमेव च
The next asana is Swastikasana. Now sit with the soles between the thighs and calves. Keep your spine straight. Rest your palms on top of the knees as you gaze to the nose and embody peace, well-being, good fortune and prosperity. visualize a swastika. Perform the Mula Bandha.
जानुर्वोरन्तरे सम्यक् कृत्वा पादतले उभे.
From the top of the Kesam, Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha, as you visualize the great sage Goraknath, founder of the Nata Yoga Hindu Sampradaya in Gorakshasana.
जानुर्वोरन्तरे पादौ उत्तानो व्यक्तसंस्थितौ.
Next up is Bhagasana 2. As you bring the left heel to the perineum and the right foot on top of the left thigh, visualize Swamiji and meditate on Arihanta, the enlightened one. As you gaze to your third eye, perform the Mula Bandha and then enter Shanmukhi Mudra. Exhale fully as you close your eyes with the index fingers, nose with the middle fingers, mouth with ring and little fingers, and your ears with the thumbs.
वामपार्श्वमुदं संस्थाप्य
The next asana is Yogasana 2. As you place your feet on top of the opposite knees, place your hands on the ground beside you with the palms facing up. Keep your spine straight, gaze to the nose and visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you roll up your tongue and stick it out, keeping your mouth in the shape of the beak of a crow, inhaling through the rolled up tongue in Kaka Chanchu Kumbhaka. Exhale through your nose.
उत्तानौ चरणौ कृत्वा संस्थाप्योपरि जानुनोः.
Next up is Urdhva Kukutasana. Now rotate your hands, place your palms on the ground and raise your body off the mat. As you visualize yourself as a rooster, perform the Mula Bandha and keep breathing in Kakachantra Kumbhaka.
वासिष्ठमथ कौण्डिन्यम् ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटमेव च.
Next up is Siddha Haratali Asana. From Padmasana, insert both hands through the knees and place them on the mat. Don't lift your body off the mat. Stay seated on the mat. Gaze to the nose. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Keep breathing in Kakachantra Kumbhaka.
प्रथम पद्मासन कोकरे हस्तुदो गोडासन दिदरे.
Now from Siddha Haratali Asana, push your hands into the mat. Raise your body up in Hamsasana, gazing to the nose and visualizing yourself as an elegant swan.
कुक्कुटासन स्थित्वा स्कन्दपर्यन्तं ऊरोनि नीत्वा.
The next asana is Karmukasana. From Padmasana, place your hands between the thighs and calves and lean forward as you push your hands behind your back. Place your forehead on the mat and hold your hands in Parashu Mudra as you visualize yourself as Pinaka, Lord Shiva's bow.
प्रथम पद्मासन कोकरे गोडासन दिमाहि करिदरे.
Next up is Kurmasana 2. From Padmasana, insert both hands through the thighs and calves. Bend your elbows and hold onto the respective shoulders with your hands. As you visualize yourself as a turtle, having a stable body and mind to live for hundreds of years.
बाई जंग पर दक्षिण बावा दाई जंग परि बाई ल्यावा.
From the same position, bring your chin down to the chest, perform Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha. Gaze to the nose and rejoice, knowing you're in Shiva's secret knot posture in Granthi Bedasana.
अथ पक्षे नीलकण्ठ ग्रन्थिभेदासनं शुभम्.
As you enter the same position, with the hands between the thighs and calves, holding on to the opposite shoulders, roll onto your back and embody a turtle laying on its back in Uttana Kurmasana. Gaze to the nose, breathe in Kakachantra Kumbhaka.
कुक्कुटासनबन्धस्थं कराभ्यां धृतगन्धरम्.
Now come back up, sit in Padmasana and place both hands through the gap of the thighs and calves. Place one palm flat on the mat, hold onto the wrist of the hand, and raise your body off the mat, balancing on one hand as you visualize yourself as a rooster in Pangokukutasana.
कुटासन स्थित्वा एकेन हस्तेन अन्यस्य निबन्धं धृत्वा.
Now place the other hand on the mat, hold onto the wrist, lift your body up, repeat Pangokukutasana on the other side.
कुक्कुटासनो स्थित्वा एकेन हस्तेन अन्यस्य निबन्धं धृत्वा.
Next up is Kridrasana. From Padmasana, place your elbows on the toes, interlace your fingers in Parusha Mudra, and rest your chin on the knuckles, with the thumbs pressed against your throat. Visualize you have gone beyond all greed and covetous as you breathe in Kakachantra Kumbhaka and perform the Mula Bandha.
जानोर्भोरन्तरे पादौ उत्तानो व्यक्तसंस्थितौ.
Next up is Padmasana 3. Now maintain Padmasana and hold one hand over the other with the palms facing upwards. Gaze to the nose and visualize Swamiji as you engage all three bandhas.
उत्तानौ चरणौ विधाय विधिवत् शक्तिस्थितौ योगिरात्.
Next up is Padmasana 4. Now place your hands on the knees. Engage the Mula Bandha. Gaze to the nose in Shambhavi Mudra, eyes open wide, without focusing any external objects. Unblinking, visualize Paramashiva in your inner space. Internally chant the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
एतत् पद्मासनं कुर्यात् प्राणवायु प्रसिद्धये.
Next up is Karmukasana 2. Keep the left hand on the knee and hook the right hand, index and middle finger around the big toe. Pull the elbow back as if you're pulling a bowstring. Move the big toe round and round. While visualizing yourself as Pinaka, Lord Shiva's bow, repeat the movement on the other side in Karmukasana 2.
अथान्यासनमावक्षे योगपूरकरक्षणात्.
Next up is Karmukasana 3. Now cross your hands behind your back and hold onto the big toes of the feet in Prana Mudra. Gaze to the nose. Engage all three bandhas as you visualize yourself as Lord Shiva's bow in Karmukasana 3.
कार्मुकासनमाक्षित्य उदरे पूरयेत् सुखं तदवायुर्वसो जाति कालेन सूक्ष्मवायुना.
From the same position, lift your chest up, gaze to your third eye, and visualize yourself as the action of Paramashiva's third eye, destroying anything you come across. In Dridhasana.
पूर्वभ्यामुपरि स्थाप्य पादयुग्मं प्रयत्नतः.
Next up is Nagrasana. From Dridhasana, roll onto your back, lay on the crossed arms behind you as you keep holding onto the big toes if you can. Gaze to the nose and visualize yourself as a snake as you breathe calmly through your nose in Sahajra Kumbhaka.
प्रथम पद्मासन कोटाने दो हाथ पाछाने आने.
Now free your legs and your arms. Pull your knees to the chest. Interlace your fingers and pull them close. As you squeeze your body ball in Kandukasana.
वेत्रासने स्थित्वा हस्तपादान् निष्कुष्य. प्रथमे सूधो सैन करावे घोड़ा उभा राशि मिलावे.
Now bring your hands down underneath the heels with the palms facing up. Raise your hips off the ground. Perform Jalandhara Bandha and Mula Bandha as you breathe in Mocha Kumbhaka, keeping the Jalandhar Bandha engaged as you exhale. As you visualize yourself as a in Marakata Pita.
उत्तानशयनं भक्तयोः स्थापयेत्.
Next up is Uttana Shikhi Pitakasana. Keep breathing in Mudra Kumbhaka as you bring your hands to the hips and push your hips up with your elbows buried, legs straight, toes pointing, in a space. The lift performed before having any meal will bring immense strength to your legs.
जङ्घोरुबलहीनश्चेत् उत्तानशिखिपीठकम्.
The next asana is Narakasana. As you lie supine, raise your hips and legs up. Bring your arms flat to the mat. Balance with your legs straight. Visualize yourself blissfully traversing Naraka Loka unscathed as Bandha and Mula Bandha.
ग्रीवाकण्ठेन भूमिं विष्टम्भ पादाग्रद्वयेत् नरकासनं भवति.
Now bring your hands to the lower back, elbows on the mat, supporting your hips as you keep your legs straight and slowly lower and angle your legs. Core and visual boat samsara.
नौकावत् स्थित्वात् ऊर्ध्वं पादाग्रद्वयं नयेत्.
Back to the mat. Keep your legs be straight as a flagpole as you visualize yourself as the Kailasa flag, respected across all nations in Dvajasana.
तिर्यन् नौकावत् ग्रीवापृष्ठगोर्परैः भूमिं वष्टभ्य.
Now lower your body flat to the mat as we enter the final asana of the sequence. Once more, pull the Kundalini Shakti up along your spine from the Muladhara to the Sahasrara. Forcefully pull it up in Shakti Chalan Mudra. Relax, unclutch from any movement of the body and mind. As you visualize your body is dead, is liberating you. Internally chant the Mahavakya Nithyananda Paramashivoham in Mritasana.
Visualize, meditate, connect with him. He is a living, alive being.
उत्तानं शववद्भूमौ शयनं तु शवासनं. शवासनं श्रमः चित्तविश्रान्तिकारणम्.
Salokya Mukti, Samipya Mukti, Sarubhya Mukti, Sayujya Mukti. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda
slowly to your physical body. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes, your wrists and your ankles, your elbows and your knees. Return to comfortable seated position. Congratulations for completing the Dvitiya Vinyasa Krama, all 308 asanas. With this, we are going to conclude today's Nithyananda Yoga session, but we are going to straight move on for manifestation. So stay, manifest the powers of Paramashiva now with Awaken Kundalini Shakti from the yoga practice. Let the energy set by manifesting the powers of Paramashiva. So sit straight with your head, neck and spine, hands in Namaskara Mudra and form. Close your eyes, take a deep breath. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as we chant the Purna Mantra.
Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padukarpanamastu Om Nityam.
Thank you.
First thing I want to tell you, third eye can be opened. Second thing I want to tell you, for the sake of God, please open it. Third thing I want to tell you, do not believe the fellows who say it cannot be opened or it should not be opened. Third eye has a capacity to make anything you want as reality.
Taste the first breakthrough, conscious breakthrough guaranteed. It is all about opening your third eye, giving you first conscious breakthrough. Any human being can go through these initiations and have this superconscious breakthrough, manifest these possibilities and powers. It is possible for all of you.
If these words reach your ears, I am talking to you and it is for you.
I welcome, O humanity, come, it is time you experience superconscious breakthrough.
As Paramashiva, inhale and exhale deeply with 25 heads and 75 eyes and 50 hands. Visualize, meditate, connect with him. He is a living, alive being. Drop your form into his form and dissolve. Remember, you are a Sarupya Mukta, means your form is dissolved into his form. All my disciples, now I am initiating Salokya Mukti, Samipya Mukti, Sarupya Mukti, Sayujya Mukti. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om
Nithyanandam, requesting all the participants to please be seated. We are going to be entering to the power manifestation soon. Please be seated and please bring your eye bands, pen and paper. Please turn on your cameras. We are going to be manifesting the power of third eye today. Please be seated. Right after the performance of the Ditya Vinyasa Krama, the 308 asana sequence directly blessed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. It's good for all of us. Now to enter to the power manifestation, directly manifesting the powers of Paramashivam. Today we are going to move on to a level ahead, manifesting third eye. Please be seated. Do not close your eyes. Keep your eye bands, pen and paper ready. Please be seated and please cameras. As just by manifesting these powers, we are getting closer to Paramashiva, living and being in the space of oneness. I can still see a few participants have not turned on their cameras. Nitya Bhakta, Vittal Navi, please turn on your cameras. Please be seated. Be in the space of oneness, receiving the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in this power manifestation session. Now let us all sit straight with our head, neck and spine in a straight line as we are going to begin with the power manifestation. Nithyanandam Paramasugadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gahana Sadrusham Tattvamasyaadhilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, I welcome all the Paramashivoham participants here who are being seated with us across many different Zooms and watching us live for this power manifestation, exciting power manifestation session. For the next intense 21 minutes, we're going to be manifesting the power of third eye today. We're going to be looking at the power of third eye, reading shapes today. Yesterday we were doing multiple colors with different clues. In today's power manifestation, we're going to be watching and manifesting, reading shapes, blindfolded shapes in today's power manifestation. Today we are going to be manifesting the power of third eye today. So please be ready and please bring your eye bands, pen and paper, and please be seated. If you don't have an eye band, even just a piece of a cloth, it's fine. Do not blindfold yourself now. Well, please bring it and please be seated. As every day, as I was mentioning in the power manifestation across this Paramashivoham sessions, where all the powers are directly revealed from the Shastra Pramana, Vedas and Agamas, Bhagavan Paramashivam himself telling that these power manifestations are real. For those of you who are attending, today is the day 4 of this Paramashivoham sessions. Every single day, every single participants over here being seated are receiving the daily Bhavasmaya darshans from Lingodbhava Murti, Sadashiva Murti, and today is going to be many more different Bhavasmaya darshans where all the participants are going to receive and get their boons blessed and granted. By all this, you will manifest more and more powers of Paramashiva being in the space of oneness. These Shastra Pramana are mentioned to all the participants here and all of the viewers who are watching us live to inform that these power manifestations are real, and it has not just been a science who has been taught or revealed by Swamiji, but taught or revealed by Swamiji. Through the power of the third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal, Lakshyam, by having vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or attaining the space of oneness with the source, Paramashiva himself. For all of us, as mentioned earlier, today we will be manifesting reading. So, yesterday session we were having different clues for the power manifestation, seeing colors, but today I am going to take requesting all the participants eye bands, and please be ready. Now visualize Paramashiva onto a very nice space. Remember Swamiji, third eye, put your eye band on. Close your eyes. You can put your eye band, response to wear your eye bands. Visualize Swamiji and start chanting the Mahavakya. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Ananda Paramashivoham. Remember Swamiji onto your inner space. We're going to manifest this round 3 minutes. Please keep your eyes closed. Requesting all the participants, the round 1 of the power manifestation has been started.
Let our biology become one with Paramashiva's biology. Let macrocosm we carry become one with microcosm. Let the microcosm we carry become one with macrocosm of Paramashiva. Let our organism become one with Paramashiva's organism. Let Paramashiva's organism become one with our organism. Let oneness become living strategy, living experience of all of us.
Please keep your eyes closed. Do not open your eyes in between the sessions.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Request Swamiji to show what is the shape which is being revealed to all of you through the third eye. We have 1 minute to go. Keep chanting the Mahavakya. Please keep your eyes closed. I can see some of the participants are opening their eyes. Do not open your eyes now. Please close your eyes. Gently, please close your eyes. Just be in the space of oneness. This is the only time. This 21 minutes of this power manifestation is dedicated to all of us, just to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Now requesting all the participants. The next step, we are moving on to the next step. Please relax and you can remove your eyebands, open your eyes. Please open your eyes, and now let's take a few minutes to type out your answers on the Zoom chat, telling what is the shape which is revealed to all of you for this round 1 of the power manifestation. You can please open your eyes. Yes. Please type out what is the shape which was revealed to you for this round 1 of the power manifestation. What shape was revealed to you through your third eye? I can see the participant named as Daniel Bhatyar has put a message circle. Okay. Please leave the message of telling what is the shape was revealed to you for this round 1 of the power manifestation. Let's give a few seconds for that before we move on to the next step of actually seeing what is the shape was shown to us as we are blindfolded in the round 1 of the power manifestation. Chenli, you can leave the message. Pavan K, you can leave the message. Yes. Okay. Pavan also has put a message. Circle 2. Great. That's wonderful. Requesting all participants to please leave the message. On the telling what was the revelation which was revealed. Okay. Daniel Bhatir put a message. I have trouble with closing my eyes. Okay. You don't know why it is happening. It's a problem. It's going to be anyway healed as you're going to manifest days. Closing eyes. Do not do anything else. Do not focus. Just close your eyes and remember him. That's more than enough. Few thoughts comes. This just comes and goes. Remember Swamiji and close your eyes. When you practice this within the next few days, you will see that problem which you have, that you are feeling that something is going on into your eyes and you're not able to close. You're having some trouble. That will be completely healed. Okay, yeah, that's not an issue at all. Now, as all the participants can see, the picture or the shape which was chosen for our circle was chosen. So I think so. Many of the participants have manifested this as pictures. Are first good. The shape was circle was chosen for all of us. Guys, now we are moving on to the next round of the power manifestation. Please put on your, please close your eyes. We are moving on. It's going to be again shape. Please close your eyes. Then here, you can try what I said now for the round station. Just remember Swami. Visualize Swamiji onto inner space and keep chanting the Mahavakya as this round is going to be again shape.
Sit as Paramashiva. Inhale and exhale deeply with 25 heads and 75 eyes and 50 hands. Visualize, meditate, connect with him. He is a living, alive being. Drop your form into his
Please close your eyes. Still I tell to open. We have again 3 minutes for this round.
Is dissolved into his form. All my disciples, now I am initiating.
Just see what's chosen for all of us in this round. Keep seeing.
Sarubhya Mukti, Sayujya Mukti.
Keep the chant of Mahavakya. Feel, or any of the participants feel some disturbances, or you just see a darkness.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om
There is something clearly.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om
Please continue to close your eyes.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Now requesting all the participants,
Om Nithyananda
please, we are moving on to the next step. Please take a few minutes now. You can remove your eye bands, open your eyes. Please take off your eye bands. Yes, now the round 2 of the power manifestation has been completed. Now please take a few minutes to leave a message on the Zoom chat telling what was the revelation which you had for this round 2 of the power manifestation. The round 1 was circle, so let's see what's going to be for the round 2 of the power manifestation. Please take a few minutes for that before we move on to the next step of actually seeing what is the shape was chosen for all of us for this round 2 of the power manifestation. Please take a few minutes now to continue to type out the message or write down what was the revelation which you had for this round 2 of the power manifestation. Now, as all the participants can see, the image was chosen for all of us was the image of a triangle. The shape was chosen was a triangle shape. So I hope many of the participants have manifested this round of power manifestation. The round 2, which the chosen shape was the triangle shape. So the first shape was circle and the second shape was the triangle shape for this power manifestation. Now let's take a few minutes. We are coming to the conclusion of today's power manifestation. We're going to upload our pictures, videos, or any of our experience, the breakthroughs which we had in today's power manifestation, these 21 minutes intensely connecting ourselves with Paramashiva. You can take a few minutes now to post your experience on the social media. Remember, while you post your experience, please use the hashtags which has been given below. The hashtag Kailasa, hashtag Nithyananda, hashtag power manifestation, and the final hashtag is Paramashivoham. Please take a few minutes and post your experience of the power manifestation. What's the time? Now, as we are coming to the conclusion of today's power manifestation, hope all the participants out here in this Paramashivam session has been enjoyed this power manifestation, and throughout the day, throughout this day of this Paramashivoham, will be having multiple power manifestation sessions reaching us, taking us closer to Paramashiva. So now, this is the conclusion of today's power manifestation of manifesting the power of third eye, reading and seeing with our eyes completely blindfolded. Stay tuned. We'll be starting the next session very shortly. Thank you. Nithyanandam.
Your fears, incompletions, insecurities, nothing is needed for you to exist. Paramashiva alone is enough for you to live absolutely, blissfully, celebrating, fulfilled, complete, intensely. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.